federally insured by the NCUA.
Paid for by Hims and Hers Health. Plans not available everywhere. Compounded products are not FDA approved or verified for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription required. Restrictions at 4hers.com apply. Wegovy and Ozempic are FDA approved and are the registered trademarks of Novo Nordisk AS, which is not affiliated with Hims and Hers.
Trying to lose weight? It's time to try Hers. At 4hers.com/radio, you can access affordable, doctor-trusted weight loss treatments tailored to you. These include oral medication kits and compounded GLP-1 injections, the same active ingredient that's in Ozempic and Wegovy. Through Hers, pricing for oral medication kits starts at just $69 a month for a 10-month plan when paid in full upfront. No hidden fees, no membership fees. Hers brings expert care straight to you with 100% online access to personalized treatments that put your goals first. Reach your weight loss goals with help from Hers. Get started at 4hers.com/radio to access affordable, doctor-trusted weight loss plans. That's 4hers.com/radio. FORHERS.com/radio. You hear that? That's the sound of your business losing money. Legacy phone systems weren't built for today's teams. OpenPhone gives your business a smarter way to stay connected. OpenPhone lets you manage calls, texts, voicemail, and contacts all in one place so that you and your team can deliver a seamless customer experience from ring to... Need to take calls on the go? OpenPhone automatically transcribes, summarizes, and highlights next steps from every call, so you never miss a detail. Need insight into what closes a sale? With OpenPhone's AI call tags, you can instantly spot key topics like objections or pricing questions, and use those insights to coach your team and level up every customer interaction. And yes, you can bring your existing number with you for free. Keep your team in sync and your customers happy with OpenPhone. OpenPhone. No missed calls, no missed customers. Try OpenPhone for free at openphone.com/free and get 20% off your first 6 months. That's openphone.com/free. openphone.com/FREE.
Ready for some dirty talk? Your carpet is packed with dirt, spills, and pet mess. Zerorez pulls it all out. No soap, no chemicals. Get half off for the Bone fam only. Just use promo code BONE when booking. Not available with other offers. ZerorezTampaBay.com.
1025 The Bone. Real Raw Radio. WHPT, Sarasota, Tampa, St. Pete. And 1073 WXGL HD2 St. Pete. Live from the WeatherTight Windows studio.
Here we go. All systems go.
This is the true story about Mac. Check it.
Times are changing, more so each year. But the early morning Stone Pimp is here.
3, 2, 1.
People are expecting quite a bit.
Gotta figure out how to make money on this. I really want to.
I can feel it down in my plums. They're getting a nice bluish hue. Getting ready to take them to the farmer's market.
Okay, baby, but don't hurt yourself with that big juicy hog of yours.
In hard times, or when a man has worked at a job 30 years, they give him a watch, kick him in the butt, and say, hey, a computer took your place, daddy. That's hard time.
And those cars are going real fast and real laugh, son.
But he's gay. He's blind.
You ready? Oh, wait. So we're just gonna wing it?
There's a big difference between winging it and seeing what happens. Now let's see what happens.
And now.
Right now.
It's Senning Show. With your host, John Senning.
In motion, they are going to run it. And no signal yet. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Shot White on top with 6 seconds to go.
Stone Pimp, straight limping, booze farm drinking, at the party, big booty pinching.
Fire the cannons.
Whack MC killing, the fine hoe drilling with the $1 million talent and the 10-cent brain.
You love to see it. What a a night. What a win. Baker Mayfield is he. He is him. He is the man, quickly and undeniably becoming the most clutch and quite possibly the best quarterback in the NFL. We're lucky to have him. Welcome to Senning Show. My name is John Senning. My friend over there is Dizzy. We love it when you participate in the program, however you choose to do it. You can hit us up on the phone lines, 800-771-1025. You can also tweet us, hit us up on Instagram, X us, whatever the hell they're calling it these days, at @TheJohnSenning, at Dizzy4Mayor. And we love to push you to the YouTube page where you can watch the program. Bone TV now available in a bunch of different ways. But YouTube is our favorite. You've got the Vroom Vroom Room. All you got to do is look at 1025 The Bone. The little circle will be glowing. Click on it, and you can watch us live. Shout out to the people that are already in there. Stephanie, Felix, Jesse, Tampa Bay Gay TV and LGBTQ, Ron Slater, Ian Beckles in the building.
Yes, sir.
Joseph Stern, Stephanie May, the Macho Man. I can only imagine that's the real, actual Macho Man, and everybody else. Pillow Pants. That looks like a good name that I've never seen before. Shout out to everybody.
You know what that's from, though, right?
Pillow Pants?
Clerks 2?
Oh, no.
You never seen Clerks 2?
I did, but it did not resonate with me immediately.
Long story short, troll that lives in a girl's vagina and
Pillow Pants
munches on, you know.
I got it. I've been caught up to date.
Yeah.
You ever just have a dumb thing happen to you that can change the trajectory of your day?
Of course.
Today that happened, and I've thought through it pretty good up into this point because we're talking like within the last hour that this happened.
Okay.
So we're going to talk about a bunch of stuff today. I will say the bitch boy movement is strong right now. I think that if you know anything about that, Diz and I both have made major strides with our situations maybe today, which we'll talk about at some point. I want to talk about the event that I went to last night, which was amazing, and the Bucs and everything. But I just had to share this, what I would call freak accident that happened to me about an hour ago. So I'm feeling good. I went to this event last night that was a heavy drinking. It was a barrel pick for the Mike Allstott Family Foundation, Liquor Depot. So it was a drinking event. We're tasting bourbon all night. And I not normally a big drinker on a weeknight, so I tried to do things that would make me not be hungover today. I took extra vitamins last night. I'm drinking the liquid IV. I took vitamins when I got home. Advil, just felt like I was very well prepared. I woke up a little bit earlier this morning. I made it to the sauna just to sweat the demons out, took a dip in the pool, and I'm thinking, you did this. You stayed out late and you drank a bunch, and now you feel like $1 million. What a win. And I thought, before we go, let's make up a little breakfast. Let's just have a little snack before we hit the road. So I had my vision was to have one egg, and I had some leftover ribeye from my dinner last night.
Okay.
Park Shore Grill, great place. Shout out to Park Shore Grill, and just really feeling it, really feeling the vibes. And this is again about an hour ago. I said breakfast. Maybe you called it late breakfast, early lunch. The important detail of this story is: do you know the tequila Clase Azul? Have you ever heard of it?
Yes.
That is the bottle that has the bell on the top of it, and it's a very big bottle. I don't know if you can envision it with your mind, but for those that have witnessed one of these bottles, it's probably almost like 2 feet tall. It's like 1.5 feet tall. Well, because I look at social media a lot and I'm always learning dumb things from them, I had a bottle of Clase Azul that I've been holding on to for a while. And we finished it probably 2-3 months ago. And I saw on Instagram, because I have the Instagram habits of a 43-year-old housewife, I saw that people were putting their olive oil inside the Clase Azul bottle. So this big-ass bottle, and you put the spout in the top, and then you got this like bougie, cool, big-ass, heavy-duty olive oil bottle. And it's been working great. Things have been going really, really good with it up until very recently, because I'm preparing this this breakfast of mine. It is also important to note I refilled the giant 2-foot bottle with olive oil probably 2 days ago.
Okay.
Like I got a gallon of olive oil and I filled it up.
Ran through it, then you had to re-up on it.
Okay. So I re-up on it. We use a lot of olive oil. So I'm going to make my egg, and I hit the pan with my Clase Azul bottle, and I just little olive oil. Everything's good. Everything's on the up and up. And I set it right next to the stove, and it's very tall. I know I've said that 5 times. So when I turn around again, I go to grab a plate out of the cupboard,
and this Class A Azul bottle tips over and smashes immediately on the counter, which oozes roughly a gallon of olive oil all over the front of my body, all over the countertop. It's running down the countertop like a waterfall. It's in my toes. It's everywhere on me. It's my keys and my phone were on the countertop, so they were swimming in olive oil. And then I look down in the bottles in pieces, and I look down, and I'm bleeding. I'm like significantly bleeding. I have a giant slice down my leg that you'll be able to see right there. And I'm just bleeding. And keep in mind, I'm known for running a little bit late. So this legitimately happened at probably like 12:20.
Oh my God.
Like this is like 12:15. Like I'm usually trying to be out the door by 12:20. So this probably happened somewhere between 12:10 and 12:20. And I'm looking like, I don't even know what to do. Like, I don't even know where to begin. There's broken glass. There's olive oil literally everywhere, all over my body. Even though I thought I changed and cleaned a million times, the shorts I'm wearing right now, fully coated in olive oil. My elbows greasy with olive oil. And I felt so bad because I had to call Danielle and be like, hey, I'm in an emergency.
Oh, you made her clean it?
We tried to do it together as much as we could for a bit, but I had to go. And I felt it's not fully cleaned up yet. Like it's still, she had to go back to work. I had to go back to work or go to work. And it was just one of those things that really derailed the vibe of the day. And now also my big, beautiful bottle was cracked and broken.
You're better than me. I would have just put a newspaper down like Big Daddy. Like, well, that clean will get figured out somehow.
Well, it was funny too because I'm scrubbing it. I'm like kind of trying to get it up, and I'm using paper towels and real towels and everything. I'm trying to get it, and something with like the baseboard under the cabinet. Like when I pushed it, it like popped out. So all of the olive oil like started running underneath the cabinet. This is it's good times.
Something like that will ruin your whole day.
Yeah, and I'm fighting through it. I am fighting through it, and especially because I felt like I was riding such a high.
I'd say the only good part about that is that Danielle is home and she was able to help with it.
Well, yeah,
monitor it. Imagine she wasn't home and you had to leave all of that mess and come back to that later. Fearing what would happen.
Well, it was funny too because I called her, like, so she's in the other room working, and I called her and I said, we have a catastrophic incident that happened in here. I need your help immediately. And I wondered if I oversold it. But when she walked in, and I'm so stupid. I was in such a moment of rage and disbelief that I didn't take a picture. But I mean, literally a waterfall of olive oil just falling over the cliff of the shelf, and it was just.
Was it one of those things when you hit it and it was like slow motion and it crashed,
my God.
or you hit
No, it happened
crashed,
so quick.
and you were like, oh my God.
Well, and not to mention, we were like well into cleaning it up until she looked over and she goes, oh my God, you're bleeding, and there's like blood running all down my leg. So the challenges will come to us in this life, and it's up to us. It's up to us how we deal with it. If breaking a tequila bottle full of olive oil all over myself, is the worst thing that happens today, I think we're gonna be okay.
What's the worst thing for you, food wise or whatever, that could break in your kitchen? You would get mad. Is it something that you love eating now you have to go get new ones, or the mess factor is always gonna be the top?
This is probably as bad as it gets. Only because this will probably take a significant amount of time to get all of the olive oil out of my body, off my body, out of the cabinets, out of the drawers, off the floor. So I didn't know what the answer to this question was up until today, but I can't at this moment come up with a better or a worse thing that you could break and spill all over than about a gallon of olive oil all over yourself in your kitchen.
I feel like oil and like grease.
Yeah, anything like that. Yeah, very much much like that. So that's what happened to me this morning. 99% good with a little bad. This person's been holding since the beginning. I have some other stuff I want to throw at you as well. Your chance at $1,000 coming up at 2 o'clock. So make sure you're keeping it locked to the bone all afternoon. Senning Show, you're live on the air. Who's this?
Steve.
Stevie, what's up, brother?
Hey, man, I just wanted to say I was actually on hold here to talk with Dizzy offline, but that oil probably is going to cost you half a day's pay.
Yeah, it was, at least mentally. What's up? You got private dealings with Dizzy? You got
he hasn't got a prize from the show.
Okay.
So I told him to call back after Dead Guy.
Got you. All right.
After Dead Guy.
You just hang tight, big guy, okay?
Good man. Thanks.
Dude, I don't know if you were listening, but I felt so bad. So we did the illicit ticket giveaway yesterday, and the dude that was selling laptops in his school, I told him I was going to give him a prize.
Yeah.
So I get in the car and I'm driving home, and I hear Drew say, "This guy on line 3 has been holding for an hour and a half. I wonder what he wants. What's so important that he's got to say?" And he picks him up, and the poor guy's like, "Oh, yeah, I won a prize with John like almost 2 hours ago, and I was just hoping somebody was going to come back and pick up the phone." Sir, I do apologize. I don't know what happened, but if you are a laptop thief guy, please call back. I don't know if Drew did anything for you, but please call back today so I can properly reward you with a prize.
For being a criminal.
Yeah. I mean,
we got your prize winning criminal.
A persistent criminal at that. A criminal who clearly has some free time on his hands and was willing to hang out pretty much for the whole afternoon.
JP brought up what's it called? The Catfish show. What's it called?
Oh, yeah, the mommy catfish?
Yeah. It's funny because I saw it in his prep, and I couldn't wait to tell him. I was like, oh, my God, John was talking about this thing.
One of the craziest things you're ever going to see. Did you watch it?
I watched it yesterday. I told them that I think what you said is the best way to watch it.
If you go into it knowing what happens in it, it's hard for you to wrap your head around what you're watching.
Yes.
Like, I think when you watch the show, and this is the high school Catfish, spoiler alert, the mom is the evil bitch who was tormenting her own daughter. I think when you watch it, you don't know what you're seeing. Like, you're watching it and you're not taking everything in through the lens of this is an evil bitch. So when you watch it knowing, you're like, damn, this bitch is crazy. Yeah. And I almost wondered if they told her in the beginning to answer questions like she wasn't the one who was guilty, because she's like, we were just trying to find who was doing this. And it's like, what are you talking about?
We stayed up all the time studying the messages. Like, it makes it more insane.
It does. So I think the spoiler alert is definitely there. But at the same time, it's a whole new viewing experience for you if you have it spoiled. Senning Show, you're live on the air. What it do?
What's going on, guys? Hey, John, you should not store your olive oil in a clear glass container, because if all the UV light gets into it and it starts to break down the oil.
Well, the good news
That's why they're stored in
the good news is this
bottles.
is not a clear bottle at all. You'd have to see it. I know that people
it looks like old China.
Yeah, it's
okay.
You either know what it looks like or you don't. But yeah, it's like a hand painted like 2-foot bottle.
Oh, it's one of the white ones.
Yeah,
with the ceramic one.
Exactly, with the blue painting on it.
I apologize.
No, you're good. I appreciate you looking out for my olive oil. I'm a big olive oil boy, so thank you for looking out. Dude, I sent you a picture last night, and I was so curious because sometimes I'm not bougie guy, but sometimes I just wonder if I am a little more high maintenance than I'd like to think in this life. So I went to this bourbon pick last night, and I'm going to kind of tease it just a little bit because tomorrow at 2, we're going to have Trey from Liquor Depot in the studio who's going to talk to us about this really cool charity bottle of bourbon that you're going to be able to get it's actually a whiskey that you're going to be able to get your hands on in just a few weeks. So I don't want to talk too much about it, but I was going downtown St. Pete for a drinking event, and because of that, I got an Uber, and I thought, not super versed in Ubers, I thought that I got the nicer upgrade to an Uber, which sometimes is like a couple bucks, $5. So I got the Uber X Priority.
Oh.
And I think in my head, I thought, okay, let's, it was like $2-3 more. I was like, okay, let's treat yourself tonight. So I'm expecting a BMW, some sort of, nice new Nissan, a Tesla maybe. Dude, I walk out of my house and immediately I feel like I'm on punked because this car rolls up and it's, I don't know, 2014, 2012, some sort of Toyota. I don't know. It wasn't a Corolla, but it's
the guy rolled down the window.
It's making noises, dude. Like I can immediately go, damn, this is an old ass car. Like it was making noises and it had a certain vibe to it where I thought, this must not be Comfort XL Priority, or no, it wasn't the Comfort, because I think I learned that's what you need to do. The Uber X Priority clearly is not anything nice.
Older, same age, younger.
The guy
driver.
Well, and that's the thing too. I don't want to be. Actually, I don't think that this has anything to do with the condition of his Uber. But the guy was older. He was older, but he was also and this really just comes. The only reason I even feel the need to bring this up is because there's a smell issue. The man was morbidly obese, and so I immediately sit down in the seat, and I look at my feet, and I look around me, and my entire being is saying, "Get out, get out of this car. Do not take a ride in this car. Like, do not do this. Something is wrong here. Get out." But I didn't. And of course, immediately the guy's like, "How's your day going?" Like, he wants to chat it up. And I sent the picture. I sent the picture to a couple people. I sent it to you. I sent it to Drew. I sent it to my wife immediately. And I just said, "Am I overreacting about the condition of this Uber?" What you saw the picture? Like, what would you say was the condition of the floor in the Uber?
It immediately looked. So it looked like to me, the floor of my car, if I had played 2 weeks of worth of sports and just not done anything for my car.
I mean, crumbs, dirt, I mean, things that I didn't even know what the hell they were. It was disgusting. I mean, it wasn't just, oh, this Uber's a little underkept, or they're not really keeping up on the cleaning here. Like, it was disgusting.
It was disgusting.
And then
should we post it?
I say we could post it. Yeah, we could post it.
I'll post it while
Did
you're
I
talking.
send you the second one?
No, I only got the one of like the feet.
So the second one, in a way, and I'll send it to you right now so you can post it, may be more problematic because there was the odor. Which, here's the thing: if you are a larger person, God bless you. I know that it is not easy in this life to lose weight, and when you get to a certain weight, it's even tougher. There is an odor that can come with people of a certain size, and it's a crevice odor, is what it is.
Okay.
I don't know how easy it is to get into all those nooks and crannies, and it's a mixture of like mildew and sour cheese, and just it's aggressive and it's offensive, and that was the odor that was permeating from this man. And the other thing too, he had like a cover on his dashboard that was almost looked like Velcro. Dude, it was coated in hair. I don't know if it was dog hair, I don't know if it was human hair, but you could see the hair more than you could see the fabric. And while we're piling on, very clear that the dude had been burning a heater in there probably moments before I got inside.
Oh, man.
But dude, you got to see this. You got to see the picture of the other thing that was going on.
Can't you contact Uber and be like, this is unacceptable? I just rode in one of your riders and this was the condition. Because I'm sure they have to provide, better service than that.
Yeah.
Where it's like, you're getting there, shut up and deal with the crumbs and grass.
It was the worst rating I had ever given to an Uber driver ever. So I did a 1 star, and I was hoping they were going to ask me, dude, it literally looks like, are you looking at the picture? It looks legitimately right on the handle, like somebody, busted a nizzut or something all over the side of it. There was like a white, gooey, crustified substance running down the side of the door handle and across the door.
You know what that is? Someone has you.
Oh, God.
And just didn't. They're like, well, it's not my car.
It's
on the handle. I can get out.
So I didn't know if they were going to. I didn't know if they were going to ask me to upload pictures because it was so. It was so gross, and I put, it said what I gave it 1 star, and it said what was the problem. I said odor, cleanliness. The guy also was really he had a cough to him. He had a lot of snorting and coughing, which made me uncomfortable.
A phlegmy cough too.
On top of everything. So it was just, man, that was the roughest 15 minutes in an Uber that I've probably experienced. And I've had some smelly ones and I've had some bad ones, but this was just, I felt so uncomfortable sitting in that seat.
I would too, bro. This is one of the reasons why I hate Ubers and stuff like this.
It's just a gamble of a lifetime.
It's a gamble. You're just getting in a car with a stranger, someone you hope takes pride in what they're doing right now and their stuff, and you got in one that's just someone who doesn't care.
Yeah. Well, my thing is how has nobody else stopped this? I'm maybe mildly high maintenance, but how has no other human being come up and been like, tried to shut this guy down and throw a fit to Uber based on what they saw. I was trying to be super shady, or I was being shady, but I was trying to be inconspicuous and take pictures and videos. And at one point I thought he looked behind me like, what are you doing back there? So I did take a video. I took a video as well to give you a better idea of the gentleman himself. And kind of, I'm realizing when I fire up the video, there's also that white crustified liquid all over the back of the seat too.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. So something happened in there. Something not good happened in there.
And you just stayed in.
And I was.
And you didn't really have anywhere to go.
I mean, that was. I could have sat down and go, nope, getting out.
Can you tell them that as soon as they pull up, just look at the car and go, I'm okay.
This isn't for me.
And you won't get charged or anything?
I don't know. I mean, I'm sure you got to then follow up and explain your reasons. But when I went home, I was telling everybody that I was with about this experience, and they said it's the Uber Comfort. If you want the bougier ride, then you've got to go with the Uber Comfort. And I did that on the way home. It was like $5 more.
Yeah.
And it was like a brand new Nissan Rogue, sweet man.
Tom the Tree Man pulls up.
Pretty much, yeah. Sprinter and all. And we bonded with my Uber driver on the way home. We bonded over how disgusting the other Uber driver was.
Really?
I had to spill keep in mind, I've been drinking for 4 hours. So I was ready to spill my guts. And he's just like, oh man, people like that give us all a bad name. Like they're ruining it for everybody. So, needless to say, I did arrive alive. But where are you putting those pictures?
It's on the story right now. It's uploading, so it should be up in the next 15 seconds.
Bone Insta story.
Yep.
At 1025 The Bone on Instagram if you want to see the disgusting scenario that I found myself in last night.
Yeah, if that's pulling up, I'm going, I'll get the next one, man.
Yeah, and I should have.
People, I'm sorry.
And I should have. I really should have. And I was worried I was going to be late. I ended up being early, so I should have just been like, okay, this isn't going to work for me, bud.
To snitch or not to snitch? To snitch.
Oh, you got to snitch. And again, they didn't. I thought if I gave a 1 star and gave all these gory details that they were going to want pictures. They didn't ask me for pictures, so I guess it would be another a next level. Scenario for me to follow up and go, hey, you guys need to know about this dirty dog out there.
I think you take the next step and submit it to Uber separately and go, this has to be solved.
Yeah.
Or is the next person's going to be dealing with I had to.
This man can't be on the road. Senning Show, you're live on the air. What up?
Hey, how you doing today?
Pretty good. Who's this?
I'm Jay.
Hey, Jay.
I did the same thing you did. I knocked off a big bottle of Wesson onto tile, and in my hand was a dry back. So I plugged it in, and I was able to pull it right up. I mean,
to suck up all that oil.
I didn't think about that, but
yeah, I may be too late. I may be too late to do any sucking. I think I threw away about 4 towels that were fully saturated in olive oil. But if I sadly do break another one in my life, I'll remember to get out the shop vac and suck it all up. Senning Show, you're live. Who's this?
Hey, it's Nick. What's up, boys?
Nick, what it do?
Hey, hey, John. So, I'm a mechanic by trade, and we deal with all kinds of fluids, mainly oil and stuff like that from like different vehicles and machinery. One of the best things that I have found to clean up oil in the best possible way is kitty litter.
Oh, kitty litter. Oh, that kind of reminds me. I know it's not the same thing, but that reminds me, and I don't know if either of you remember this. Remember the dust they used to throw on the floor at school? The vomit dust?
Yep.
Kind of works like that?
Yeah, so it's the same thing. And you can go to like Dollar Store, Dollar General or something like that and get like a 10-pound bag for like $3 or $4.
All right. Yeah.
Super cheap.
That is.
It'll even pull it up.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was going to say that may be a pro tip because I remember when like a car would leak oil in the driveway, we would put kitty litter on it. So what you're saying checks out.
Yeah, and it'll actually pull it out of grout. It'll pull it out of like any kind of concrete porous surface. Yeah, you'll have a little bit of residual residue there, but it's going to tremendously help. And if you use enough, it'll kind of clump up, and you can just sweep it up. Or what?
So you're saying that kitty litter has a strong pull-out game, is what you're saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's top tier pull-out game.
Love to hear it.
Thank you, Thick Nick.
Yeah, Thick Nick coming through with the pro tip.
Thick
Nick pro tip. Senning Show, you're live on the air. Who am I speaking with?
This is Brian. What's up, John?
Hey,
What's
Brian
up,
with the low voice. I like your voice, Brian. Continue talking.
You're a rugged man, I can tell.
All about the you, Dizzy.
What's going on?
Hey, going back on that olive oil thing, they sell, it's called a spill magic. Similar to what you talked about in the school, that dust they used to throw down. You can throw it right on top of that olive oil, on top of the glass, right on top of everything, and just kind of, move it around with a broom. And that will help to absorb all that olive oil. You can use it on your counters, on the baseboards, everything that it went, you can use that stuff on.
All right.
You can find it at like Walmart, Dollar General, all them places like that.
I'm going to look into it, man. I appreciate it. Thank you. Don't be a stranger out there. Let's hear that voice a little bit more, okay?
All right. Thank you, man.
All right.
I like Nick, but Brian's voice was a manly voice.
Yeah.
Trust Brian more.
He may be thick Nick, but Brian sounds thick.
Yeah.
Like he sounds like he's packing heat. I was trying to see. I had hopeful thoughts that this wasn't olive oil all over my clothes, and this olive oil that's all over me came from my keys. I had cleaned up everything, and then when I grabbed my keys and put them in my pocket, I'm like, oh, these feel kind of wet, and I pulled them out, fully saturated in olive oil. But they say olive oil is great for your skin, and it has lots of health benefits. So I'm hoping that in a way, all of this. Now I have olive oil also in my blood because I had an open wound covered in it. So maybe this will give me a youthful look on my upper thigh.
Tomorrow, you come in and we're like, you are glowing today, bro. What is your secret?
That's the secret. That's why John Stamos looks so good. Olive oil. That's what he says. It's not a joke. But to just kind of put a bow on that, and again, we're going to have Trey from Liquor Depot in tomorrow to kind of relive exactly what we did. But this will be the 4th year, I believe, that the Mike Allstott Family Foundation has partnered with Liquor Depot. And it's really the coolest thing ever. So many people obviously love Mike Allstott. He's a legend locally here. And obviously so many people are into, great bottles of bourbon. So to be able to have a bottle at a decent price that's high level, a barrel pick, where all the proceeds go right to the Mike Allstott Family Foundation. He's normally out there at Liquor Depot signing the bottles and meeting and greeting with people. And I've been so lucky to be a part of the process in any way at all. So to be there last night, to actually be a part of tasting the barrels and ultimately picking the barrel that will be that will be offered. I'm not going to say a date yet. I think there's a date that Trey will announce tomorrow, but there will be a date announced where people will be able to get their hands on that bottle. And again, all proceeds go to the Mike Allstott Family Foundation. But it was also really cool too to watch the game in that room with that crew, with Mike and Rich and everybody. What just a hell of a game! And I said it at the top of the show. The argument for Baker Mayfield is about to be much less of an argument. Yeah. I mean, if he continues on this trend, since he's come on board with the Bucs, by almost every metric, he is one of the best quarterbacks in the league. And that's not even, I think the most special things about him, you're not going to see on a stat sheet. And that is his grit. That is his ability to come back in moments where his back is against the wall. And dude, on those multiple plays last night where he ran when we needed it most, he's got to be one of the most fun quarterbacks ever to watch. And I know that places such as the Rams and the Panthers and the Browns are probably kicking themselves in the ass that they didn't give this guy a better chance, but I think it was meant to be. I think he's a Tampa man, and on the heels of Tom Brady, I don't know if there was a better scenario for this city and for this team than to get Baker Mayfield. And I think this Buccaneers team is going to be a force to be reckoned with as we move forward. And man, the other thing that really blew my mind was a lot of in years past, there's been a lot of discussion about Todd Bowles' clock management. And I mean, last night it was beautiful. I mean, in that final 2 minutes, I think everybody else was probably a little concerned when they didn't take that time out there right at the end when it looked like maybe they should have. But they played it beautifully and ended up, taking the lead with the Texans having 6 seconds left to try and do anything. So when it comes to sucking every second off the clock that you can to ensure that nobody else has a chance. It was absolutely beautiful, breaking the curse of the primetime games. And I was looking for the name. That's what it was. Stephen Che from Barstool Sports, huge Bucs fan, friend of the show. What a game by the Bucs' new director of football research, Zach Baseline. He was hired this offseason with a focus on improving in-game management and specifically clock management for Bucs head coach Todd Bowles. Tampa Bay scored a touchdown and left Houston 6 seconds left to try to win. So there is somebody else new in the crew, this Zach Baseline that I was not familiar with. who supposedly has his hands in the clock management, and you could tell last night because that was I couldn't get to sleep when I got home, man. I was so damn hype after that win, and hopefully that's a sign of things to come for many, many months.
Yeah, it was great clock management. I imagine a lot of it had to do too with like, all right, we're gonna get in the red zone. If we get sacked, we need to have a timeout to be ready to burn, just to keep us in the game and have another opportunity. One thing I think people underestimate about Baker or don't even know is his ability to get under people's skin.
Oh, man, he is a talker, dude. And he really, dude, when he got into, who was it that he got into it with there at the end? Was it?
There was a couple. I like when he got tripped and the guy was like celebrating. He's like, first down, I got it. Like, I reached out.
Well, and when he grabbed his leg looking like he was hurt.
Yes, I told JP, and he doesn't know if he stands with me. I go, Baker was faking. I think Baker just knew it would get the defender talking. He'd pop up and be like, we good. I'm just messing with you guys. This is a joke.
It was interesting because there were tons of memes this morning with people saying Baker was hurt, but then he remembered talking smack was his antidote.
Yeah.
And it really was. When he grabbed his leg, I thought, oh, my God. Oh, yeah, it was C.J. Gardner-Johnson that he got right in the face of after just blowing off a huge run. That stuff... And what do I know, but that stuff seems to fuel the team in a different way.
Yes.
You talk about the Brady era and how great he was at being a leader of men and getting people motivated. It works, obviously. He's the GOAT. But I think moments like that motivate and fire up the team in a completely different but equally great way is what Tom Brady has been able to do during his career. So what a game and what a future. This Sunday, the Bucs are coming home, baby, and it is the New York Jets. There's the big tailgate going on outside of the stadium, the Mike Calta tailgate. And if you want to win your way in this Saturday from 12 to 2, myself and Gio from the Mike Calta Show are going to be broadcasting live at the Brisket Shop, which if you've never been to the Brisket Shop, you got to get there no matter what. But what a great excuse to come out. From 12 to 2, we're going to be giving away tailgate tickets every 15 minutes. So come get yours because this year, Danny and his crew from the Brisket Shop are cooking up all Wild Fork foods. You hear me talking all the time about Wild Fork because I love them. Over 450 options. A great time of year to give them a try, whether you're tailgating out at the stadium or you're cooking at home. From briskets and ribs and bougie cuts of pork to the burgers and dogs that we all love. They really do have it all. You can get it delivered right to your front door. Pick it up in store or just go shopping. South Tampa, West Chase, St. Pete. We love you, Wild Fork. Check them out online at wildforkfoods.com.
Flying down Camel, so fresh, so clean. On my way to Charlotte. Put on for my city, on for my city. I put on for my city, on for my city. Put on east side, put on south side, put on.
You're listening to Senning Show on 102.5 The Bone. Download the free Bone app to listen to us anywhere. Sponsored by Mark Spain Real Estate.
Get your guaranteed offer at markspain.com. Looking to upgrade your yard? Fence Outlet specializes in stunning new fence installations at competitive prices. Don't just fence in your yard, transform it. Quality fences that add style, privacy, and an upgrade to every home. Go to fenceoutlet.com to book your free estimate. License number C10252 and C10803.
I'm Ultima Morgan. Every year, almost 30,000 babies in America are born with birth injuries. It's every parent's worst nightmare. If your child suffered a birth injury, please call our firm to find out if we can help.
Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Worried about market losses? If headlines are keeping you up at night, it's time to take control. Hi, I'm Jeff Jr. with Trajan Wealth, and I know you've worked hard to save. But in times like these, what if can turn into what now? If you're planning to retire or are in retirement, you need a strategy that helps protect your future. At Trajan Wealth, you can capture market gains, protect your account from losses, and guarantee income for life. Right now, you could receive a bonus of up to 30% or annual growth of up to 10% for retirement income. You heard me right. An upfront bonus of up to 30% or annual growth of up to 10%, all guaranteed to boost your lifetime income in retirement. Don't leave your future to chance. Plan with confidence. Call Trajan today at 813-550-1000. That's 813-550-1000.
Annuity guarantees are based on the claims paying ability of the issuing insurance company, DBA, in most states, as Trajan Wealth Insurance Solutions.
Can you believe it is week 3 in the NFL already, and nothing makes betting on football more exciting than a wager at Hard Rock Bet? It's so simple to use. Go online to the Hard Rock Bet app, and while you're there, you could check out the Stats Hub. Not sure what to do on your bet, who to score for yards? Check out the Stats Hub for all your information. Plus, sign up today and bet $5 on any game, and if it wins, you get $150 in bonus bets. A winning bet plus a boosted bankroll. Download it now or simply go to hardrock.bet. Offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 plus and physically present in Florida. To wager terms and conditions apply. Concerned about gambling? Call 888-ADMIT-IT.
Paid for by Hims and Hers Health. Plans not available everywhere. Compounded products are not FDA approved or verified for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription required. Restrictions at forhers.com apply. Wegovy and Ozempic are FDA approved and other registered trademarks of Novo Nordisk AS, which is not affiliated with Hims and Hers.
Trying to lose weight? It's time to try Hers. At forhers.com/radio, you can access affordable, doctor-trusted weight loss treatments tailored to you. These include oral medication kits and compounded GLP-1 injections, the same active ingredient that's in Ozempic and Wegovy. Through Hers, pricing for oral medication kits starts at just $69 a month for a 10-month plan when paid in full upfront. No hidden fees, no membership fees. Hers brings expert care straight to you with 100% online access to personalized treatments that put your goals first. Reach your weight loss goals with help from Hers. Get started at forhers.com/radio to access affordable, doctor-trusted weight loss plans. That's forhers.com/radio. forhers.com/radio. You hear that? That's the sound of your business losing money. Legacy phone systems weren't built for today's teams. Open Phone gives your business a smarter way to stay connected. Open Phone lets you manage calls, texts, voicemail, and contacts all in one place so that you and your team can deliver a seamless customer experience from ring to... Need to take calls on the go? Open Phone automatically transcribes, summarizes, and highlights next steps from every call, so you never miss a detail. Need insight into what closes a sale? With Open Phone's AI call tags, you can instantly spot key topics like objections or pricing questions, and use those insights to coach your team and level up every customer interaction. And yes, you can bring your existing number with you for free. Keep your team in sync and your customers happy with Open Phone. Open Phone. No missed calls, no missed customers. Try Open Phone for free at openphone.com/free and get 20% off your first 6 months. That's openphone.com/free. openphone.com/FREE.
When you're hiring, have you ever felt like you're missing out on meeting truly great candidates for your roles? It seems impossible to find them, but they have to be out there somewhere, right? Well, they're not hard to find when you know where to go, and that place is ZipRecruiter. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day. And because these people are actively looking for jobs just like yours, it's easy to find the right person right away. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. But if you're not using ZipRecruiter, you're missing out. So see what it's like when the impossible is easy. When you go to ZipRecruiter.com/radio right now to try ZipRecruiter for free. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio. Never miss out on great candidates with ZipRecruiter.
For nearly 2,000 severely injured veterans, everyday life has become filled with barriers. So we build specially adapted homes at Homes for Our Troops. And thanks to our donors and supporters, this life-changing gift of freedom is provided mortgage-free to these veterans. But we need you to join us, too, in completing this important mission. Please visit hfotusa.org and help build homes and rebuild lives. On the battlefield, there's a saying America's military men and women live by. Never leave a fallen warrior behind, ever. Off the battlefield, Wounded Warrior Project operates with the same goal. Wounded Warrior Project was created to help our men and women returning home with the scars of war, whether those scars are physical or mental. Wounded Warrior Project. We never leave a fallen warrior behind, ever. Learn more about what we do at woundedwarriorproject.org.
Get to the Hooters in Brandon Friday, September 19th for a 102.5 Liquid Lunch with Mike Calta starting at 11 a.m. Win custom Hooters and Bucks 50th season hats, Bud Light drafts, and a Yeti cooler. Win passes to the Mike Calta tailgate that Sunday, and we're giving away tickets to the home opener. Details at theboneonline.com.
Involved in a car accident? We understand the pressure you're under. Call Farah and Farah. Tampa.
Now, back to Real Raw Radio. Sponsored by Anajar and Levine, accident attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
You might know nothing, but at least you'll know that thing. Brought to you by Just Call Mo, Tampa's injury attorney. That thing. It's time for That Thing right now on Senning Show.
1, 2, you know what to do.
Welcome back to Senning Show. Tuesday, September 16th, 2025. 1:44 p.m. I'm John Senning. He's Dizzy.
Up in Pocahontas in the cranberry glades. Ain't got bars nor the charge to call her anyways. My mind's a mile a minute and my thoughts to bark like hounds. I focus on my breathing and the universal sound.
Tiza Energy, the pouch that you dip between your cheek and your gum. I love it. I absolutely love this product. I love using it in the morning when I'm waking up. I really, really love popping in my pouch right before the show starts. Gives me that focused, alert energy that no other product on earth has ever been able to give me. You get that stimulation in your mouth. If you're trying to beat a habit, you want to quit vaping, smoking, dipping, zinning. Maybe you want to help staying away from the snacks. Tiza can help. There's a flavor for everybody. Spicy, minty, fruity. You can stock up on TizaEnergy.com. Use the code BONE20 for 20% off everything in the online store. Also, check out the store locator. Whether it's Walmart, 7-Elevens, liquor depots, plenty of options to get your hands on Tiza out there in the world. You can also stock up on Amazon, subscribe and save, so you got a box of Tiza showing up at your front door every single week. We love you, Tiza. Why spit when you can swallow? We would be remiss, and I have been remiss up until this point, to not mention that our baby boy, Diz, is going to be out on the road this Friday for the Liquid Lunch. Dude, you're going to be out in my old stomping grounds in Brandon.
For the Mike Calta Liquid Lunch.
That is, I do believe it is the Mike Calta Liquid Lunch featuring Monica and Diz with JP also in the house. Dude, that's that area is very emotional for me because that's right next to where my old Sweet Tomatoes used to be. When I used to go to Sweet Tomatoes and we lived in Brandon, it was right by the Hooters. So every time I get over that way, I get a little bit emotional. But you will be in my old neck of the woods. And so you, Monica, Mike Calta, and then JP will obviously be piped in as well. Are you guys doing the show with Mike?
I have no idea. They haven't really said anything. I don't think we know what we're doing still
You
when
know
it
what?
comes to that.
I bet it's going to be a hell of a time, though.
I think
Brought to you by Bud Light. Liquid Lunch with a whole conglomerate of characters, including Mike Calta, Monica, Diz, and JP will be piped in from where he gets piped in from. Piped in. That's a real phrase. When I said it, you made a face, but...
No, I was just like...
Were you thinking pipe down?
No. I know it's a real phrase. It's just funny because JP, it's his show. He's not going to be there.
Well, technically, the only person who's not going to be there is the guy whose show it is.
Yeah.
But come out and see everybody else. I feel like we don't do tons of stuff as a station, like bigger events in Brandon. And I have a feeling there's probably a rabid fan base of Bone listeners out in Brandon who feel that they are, underserved and would love to see you guys. So I think it's going to be packed out the Butte. And then hopefully Diz will be able to make his way back here afterwards and join us around 1 o'clock for this very show.
Yes, sir. I imagine around Dead Guy I will take off because they will have everything handled and head back and do the live show with you here.
Dude, I listen. So Dead Guy is almost playing every day on my way in. Like it's what I listen to almost every day on my way in.
Unless you spill something.
Unless I spill something. But I was really proud of myself because I got the Dead Guy very early on today.
Yeah. I was
really,
surprised.
Really, and I feel like such a tool bag. Like I text you and JP. I'm like, Greg Giraldo, and I'm like, what do they care? Like I'm just saying, I know it, but I did know it quite early, and I was proud of myself.
I was surprised. I didn't know, first of all, that you play dead guy like that.
Oh yeah, dude. I'm DG. I'm DGE for life, man.
Dead guy aficionado.
DGIE. No, dead guy in the envelope. DGIE. Dead guy in the envelope. DGIE. That's what we call it in my circles. When people text me, they're like, dude, you hear DGIE today? I'm like, hell yeah, RLOL.
Are you going to be the new helper monkey?
What is that? Well, you said that like that was a thing that I was supposed to know what it was.
As soon as I said it, you react. I go, oh, wow, that does sound crazy.
Yeah, I don't know. You said it.
Are you going to be the new me? That's what JP calls me.
Oh. That's a joke. That was a joke. And also Dizzy said it.
He does it. He just calls me monkey. No helper.
No. What is that? What is that?
Helper monkey is Monica's friend who you know. And he helps her with, like, when we're stuck on dead guy, he'll be like, is it this?
Oh, no, I'm not fit for that. Most of the time, I don't know it at all.
Oh.
Today just happened to be a day that I knew it. So I'm not prepared to be that thing that you said that I don't feel comfortable repeating. We've got a that thing today that features a racist ice cream truck driver.
Oh.
And we're going to get into it in just a second. Let's check in on these calls. Senning Show, you're live. Who are you?
Hey, it's Bobby.
Bobby, what up?
Is Sweet Tomatoes, is that a nationwide chain?
It was, but then they closed all of them, and now this whole thing is people are traveling from all over the country to go to the only one that exists. They opened one back up, and it's in Arizona somewhere.
Yeah, okay, because I didn't know if it was the same company. I got fired from Sweet Tomatoes like 20 years ago.
Oh no! How do you get fired from? How do you get fired from Sweet Tomatoes? All you got to do is fill the salad bar and clear plates. What did you do wrong?
Well, I used to fill like the kids' cups with the boxed wine, and sometimes when you drink a lot of boxed wine at work, it doesn't work out very well.
How old were you drinking boxed wine while working at Sweet Tomatoes?
I must have been 19, maybe.
What was going on that boxed wine was the drink that you thought was a good idea?
Because it was the one thing that I could steal without them being able to notice.
Wait, they had boxed wine at the Sweet Tomatoes?
They had boxed wine at the Sweet, but it wasn't like boxed wine like Franzia. It was like giant boxes, like the Coca-Cola and stuff would come in those big.
Were they like using it for a recipe or something? Because I've never known a Sweet Tomatoes to serve booze.
Well, that's why I was asking if it was the same one.
I mean, it was a giant salad bar, right? It was a giant salad bar, baked potatoes,
salad
soups.
Bar, pizza, pasta, soup.
That's the
you go
place.
and serve yourself. Yeah, well, we had wine at ours in Albuquerque, but
man, living on living on the other side.
If you got like 30 seconds, I can tell you a really fast story of how I got a girl fired there from doing one of the worst things I've ever done.
I got to move on, but I do appreciate it. Thank you. You drink. It's not. Here's the deal. It's not getting any better than you drinking boxed wine all day and getting yourself fired from Sweet Tomatoes. I appreciate the call and I appreciate you, but let's leave on a high note. I have this story from News Channel 8 about a seemingly racist, or some version of racist, xenophobic maybe, I don't know the exact term, ice cream man out in the Riverview area. Won't be far from where you're going to be at Brandon. I don't know if he works that similar route. Before I play the audio, though, dude, the ice cream man rocks. Like, the ice cream man is so awesome. And we hadn't lived in a place where the ice cream man came through in many, 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 many years. Like, I couldn't tell you the last time that I saw an ice cream man before we moved to our new house. And when you're chilling inside and it's a hot day, or maybe you're working in the backyard or sitting by the pool, and off in the distance, you hear that unmistakable sound of an ice cream man. If that doesn't make you feel something, then something's wrong with you. Like that feeling of, even if you're not going to get an ice cream, even if you're not even going to get an ice cream, which that's stupid. But even if you're not going to, how could you not feel something when you hear that in the distance?
I remember, I don't know if they had this in Michigan, but they had them in Toronto, in Toronto, Canada. The ice cream guys would be on like carts with a bike. Do you remember that?
No, we never had that.
Oh.
We never had that. Probably because everything's kind of far from each other. Like up in Michigan, the neighborhoods were not close together. So to be out on a bike would have been this is a DJ Impossible ice cream truck remix.
Ears hang low.
Dude, I actually feel bad, though, because... I feel bad, though, because our ice cream guy, the first time that I saw him, I was so excited. Like, he was probably like, what is wrong with this adult man?
You cried?
Who's so excited for an ice cream truck. And at the time, I was like, dude, I'm always up for ice cream, man. Like, if you're in the hood, please come by. The fact of the matter is, I'm not always up for ice cream. So I could tell after that, he would be like doing laps in front of the house, hoping that he was going to call me out.
Yeah.
And, as much as I love it, I'm not ready for an ice cream from the ice cream man multiple times a week.
What is your ice cream truck Rushmore?
It's funny you should ask. Hold on. Let me play this story first, because I do have I brought up an image that has all of the different ice cream truck offerings, and I do want to talk about it. But let's get this not so warm-hearted story out of the way, out of Riverview, that involves a naughty ice cream truck man.
Keith, the owners of this local business say the Colombian flag that's right behind us was the main point of contention. They tell us it's a symbol of cultural pride, and they actually use it so people can find their small coffee shop. But the man that came into this business says he needed it taken down. This isn't a birthday party. This is a suspect driving an ice cream truck. With a mouthful of ideas, that's anything but sweet.
Dude, I don't know what I expect from an ice cream truck driver, but to think that your local ice cream driver is like driving around with rage and anger in his heart and the sight of just a Colombian flag can send him into a complete spiral. I think they probably are, independent contractors. Like, they don't have a boss. But there needs to be some sort of governing body over the ice cream men. So if they find out you're a psycho like this, you cannot be out there giving children ice cream.
They need some regulation. And it goes back to even with the Uber drivers, man. We're going to allow crazy to continue if we don't regulate it.
There's something to it.
So this gentleman doesn't park. He double parks in front of our cafe, jumps out, runs in, and starts berating my beauty, one of my baristas, and asking...
You say my beauty?
Yeah.
My beauty? One of my baristas.
Why didn't you just say my employee?
I mean, they are the victim in this story, but we may have to circle back with HR, because if all of the baristas are being referred to as my beauty, could be a problem.
Her about the flag, saying that we were illegally flying that flag.
Owner of Cali Cafe, Rick Goliveros, has been in business at this plaza off of US 301 in Riverview for half a dozen years.
We've been flying that flag for 6 years without issue.
On Friday afternoon, that all changed. The small cafe full of baked goods and imported coffee turned into a place for hate. Slurs, threats, and everything in between.
At one point, she's crying, and he says something to her and runs back to the car, and she thought he was going for a weapon.
Oh, Jesus.
Fearing for their lives, the baristas here called the Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office and closed their doors early. HCSO easily tracking down the driver of the ice cream.
Very hard to hide as an ice cream man. There's just, if you're trying to be incognito, don't be an ice cream man.
Thanks to this surveillance video from a nearby business.
He has been trespassed from the whole plaza, from the entire plaza, not only from my cafe. If he shows up, 911 and the deputies will come out here and arrest him.
Cali Cafe is now back open. They tell us they hope to go back to what they do best. The things you can see behind the display case.
Yeah, like those beauties.
I tell him this: I forgive you. I understand you were at a bad place at a bad moment in your life. And unlike you, I wouldn't mind talking to you.
Oh, wow. Wow, listen to that. This guy's trying to make peace.
And the bridge.
A guy like this, and I don't know how many
They're
deep
called Colombian?
No, the deep Riverview folks we have out there. This guy, there's no way that this was the first time he ever just went nuts and went into this cafe. Not saying he's done that exact thing before, but I guarantee there are people in Riverview with stories about their ice cream man. Like, our ice cream man is a racist psychopath. Because, I mean, if he's one side of a flag was enough to send him into a rage, what is he out there doing? What is he out there doing every other day of the week and month for however many years he's been an ice cream man?
He's definitely calling people a helper monkey. If you know what I mean.
That's a real problematic phrase, but it's your phrase, and I'm not here to censor you. I had an image up in front of me of all the. Do you have one locked and loaded that you say is your 100% go-to ice cream truck treat?
My one treat, top treat,
yeah.
Strawberry shortcake bars.
Oh, that's so good, dude. Good humor, strawberry shortcake.
Yeah,
and then they also had the.
Wait, did you say good humor? You know the brand that makes it?
Yeah, I do. Good humor. Dude, I mean, it is funny because you say that I know all brands, and I never
said good humor. I was like, that wasn't a joke. What is he talking about?
Good humor, dog. You have good humor. Good work.
I get it.
No, that's what it's called. I also don't think I'm like that. Me knowing that it's a good humor bar is not that crazy.
Yeah, it is.
Everybody knows it's a good humor bar.
If I would have been like, who makes strawberry shortcake bars? No one's popping off good humor off the top of the dome, bro.
Now the oldest old school best of the best, in my opinion, and I think they brought him back for a minute. Oh yeah, I'm looking at an old school lineup here. Maybe a smidge before your time, but maybe not. Do you remember the WWF Superstar Bar that was at the ice cream truck that they had? And it was so cool. It was like cookies on both sides of it, but then they had etched in the cookie different wrestlers. So you could get an Andre the Giant, a Bret the Hitman Hart, and it had like his name at the bottom, and it was cookie on both sides with vanilla ice cream in the middle.
Oh,
that's an OG.
I got to be honest. The actual bar itself, don't know if I would have went, I want that style. But just the wrestler on it, I go, like the same way I didn't like the Ninja Turtle ice cream bars or whatever.
Is true.
I just wanted a Ninja Turtle bar or Sonic bar. I think the same thing would have went with these wrestlers.
Anything really, and it is so weird because it doesn't seem like it ever moved past the ice cream man. Like I don't know where they're selling them, but anything that features a gumball nose or a head or face was always money. I remember there big time was the Super Mario bar, and that was Super Mario's face when he had a bubblegum nose.
Yep,
always delicious. There was the what was there? I want to say it was like a dinosaur or a frog.
Oh, was
that
it?
had that
frog? They had a frog.
It was a frog that had gumball eyes. As well, the push pop, the Flintstones push
pops were goated. That would be in my Rushmore. Choco Taco,
dude. Choco. Here's the thing. I like a Choco Taco, but for whatever reason in my life, it became that the Choco Taco was my brother's treat. I was always a Chipwich man. Like, I don't know, like a line was drawn at some point in our life where, because this was outside of the ice cream truck, but if my dad went to the corner store, he would bring me back a Chipwich and would bring my brother back a Choco Taco.
What's
Chipwich? Cookie sandwich, ice cream cookie sandwich, which is always just an undeniable treat.
Okay, I know what this is. Yeah.
Shall we give away $1,000?
Yeah.
All right, let's go ahead and give away $1,000. This hour's keyword is today. Head to the 1025 The Bone app right now and enter the word today before 30 minutes past the top of the hour, and the $1,000 Bone bonus could be yours. That word is TODAY. Send it to your friends, send it to your family, tell them to download the app. If you get a phone call sometime after 30 minutes past the top of the hour that you don't recognize, you better pick up the damn phone because it could be the operator calling from CMG to let you know that you won a bunch of money. Again, that word is today. Go get that money.
I wonder if, because I'm an adult, the ice cream truck sound is kind of like the smoke detector for me. Like, it's just, I don't really acknowledge
I don't think that's it. I think there's something undeniable. I think there's something undeniable about the ice cream truck. So you're saying like maybe you're hearing it and you just don't know you're hearing it?
Kind of, because like I feel like I used to see and hear ice cream trucks all the time when I was a younger kid. Now, as an adult, I barely see them, or I couldn't tell you the last time I heard one. Maybe at the fields, because sometimes the ice cream truck guy has a great hustle. Will pull up on the fields during game day.
Yeah.
Get a good,
Yeah, I'm surprised. It feels like your neighborhood would be a place that the ice cream truck might come, just like kids playing. Honestly, they're probably worried about being stabbed and mugged. Yes,
exactly.
There could be that. I'd love to see a statistic of at the peak of ice cream truck success, how many ice cream trucks were perusing the United States of America compared to how many ice cream trucks there are out there in the community today. If you have I know there's at least one person out there. I know somebody out there knows this Riverview ice cream man and has a story about him. 800-771-1025. Senning Show, you're live on the program. Who's this?
Hey, man, it's Vinny. We used to tell the kids when the ice cream man music was playing, he was out of ice cream. He had to go back and get more.
I have heard that. That is up there with one of the greatest lies ever told to children. Is that when the ice cream man is playing music, that means they're out of ice cream. That is a.
They caught on. They caught on hanging around the ants and stuff. Though little rascals.
Yeah, it's also it's hard to get a kid to not want an ice cream from an ice cream truck. So you almost have to You almost have to lie to them. I remember that feeling, like when my parents wouldn't be home, or maybe we were home during summer, or they wouldn't give us money, and you hear the noise, and then you're like ripping through your mom's change purse, and you're like looking for nickels and dimes all over the house, and you can hear that he's going away, kind of. So then you're running down the street with your change in your pocket that you just stole from your family to try and get the ice cream man in time.
Better times,
simpler
man.
times,
Yeah,
man. Simpler times. Senning Show, you're live on the air. Who's this?
Hey guys, this is Michael.
Hey,
how are y'all?
Hey, Michael, we're doing pretty good. What's up with you?
Good, man. Hey, so a couple things. I don't know this Riverview ice cream man, but I will tell you a story about our childhood ice cream man who had a side hustle selling nickel bags and dime bags along with the ice cream.
Was his name Big Worm?
No, it was a fat old white lady. It was not who you would expect to be hustling some trees.
Real quick, I have left out the not the most important, but a major detail about our ice cream man growing up our entire life. Little guy, little person.
Oh,
mini man.
Huh.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Yeah, and he had like
a little step ladder to get into the bins.
He had a step ladder to get up to the different
window?
coolers and the windows and stuff. But he also had, I remember he would like show us. He had like these big like pedals. Like he had like these big blocks that were hooked to the pedals, so he could drive it himself. It's kind of a fun thing.
Would he bring you like a drumstick, and when he went to the window, he'd lean over because it weighed so much, he would tip him over?
Yeah, he used to fall out the window all the time. All the kids would have to pick him up and put him back in the truck. I'm sorry, I turned you down there for a second. What? Oh yeah, you had the ice cream man that was the weed dealer.
The weed man, ice cream man or lady. But also, I was the winner of yesterday's.
I got
whatever.
Did you hear me shout you out at the beginning of the show?
No, my friend texted me though. He's like, "Hey, they're talking about you."
Oh, dude, I felt so bad. I was driving home and I heard you on with Drew. I heard him pick up the line, and immediately when he said, "This line 3's been holding for over an hour and a half," my heart sunk, and I'm so sorry, but I'm going to make it right. It's going to sound like a joke when I say this, but I just need you to hold for a minute.
No worries,
I got you. I really do. I really do got you. I promise. Let's step aside for a moment. When we come back, I got a bunch of things I want to try to get to. I didn't know if I wanted to save this until Friday. I was certain up until this point that somebody on the bone was going to have brought this up already. Somebody who I would say, this is a newly coined term, that is very much in the Senning verse, posted some things on social media last night that were shocking, dare I say, erotic.
Yeah.
And not from somebody that you would necessarily think. At the very least, we're going to talk about it. I'll try to get this person on the phone, but I don't even know what to think. I can't help but tell you, at least probably 10 times throughout the day, these images have popped into my head, and I don't know what that means. But we will try to contact this person. And
do you think Ann Kelly will answer?
Oh, geez, come on. Why'd you have to give it away? Why'd you have to do that? And there have been major developments today in the saga of the Bitch Boys. If you've been listening along, you know I've got a thing going on in my neighborhood with my neighbor about the grass being blown into my driveway. Diz has people looting his patio. There have been major developments on both fronts. We'll do all that, and we might even try to give away a prize for the worst gift you've ever received from a man. Ladies only. So keep it locked to 102.5 The Bone and Senning Show.
Roll down the window, feel it in the air.
Florida summers, baby. That means pool season, and we get them longer than anybody else. Make sure yours is comfy and ready. Hawkins Service Co. is giving you $250 off a pool heater or heat pump this September. I just got my whole pool reimagined from the folks at Hawkins. I got a Pent Air variable speed pump, which has changed the game. My pool is cleaner than it's ever been. It's taking less effort to keep it clean, and I'm saving money. I run it all on an app. I can even turn the lights on in the pool right from my phone. It's amazing. Enjoy warm swims, year-round comfort, and worry-free pool time. You can call Hawkins Service Co. today at 813-445-8209. They really do cover it all. HVAC, electrical, plumbing, pool repair. If it's the first time using them and you're not taking advantage of an existing deal, let them know you heard about them on Senning Show, and they're going to take 10% off the top. just for being you. You can go right now and book online, HawkinsServiceCO.com. Hawkins, one call, handles it all.
Open your eyes, a life full of lessons with some in disguise.
You're listening to Senning Show on 102.5 The Bone. The Hard Rock Rising Battle of the Bands is back. 102.5 The Bone and Seminole Hard Rock Tampa is inviting all Tampa Bay area bands to compete in the Hard Rock Rising Tampa Battle of the Bands. The winner's music will be showcased on the radio, and they will open an upcoming show. Now for the important part, and we can't stress this enough. If you have a good band, we want to hear from you. Now, you can apply if you suck, but we want to hear from the best bands in Tampa. Submissions are now being accepted. Submit your band's info now by visiting TampaHardRock.com. Deadline to submit your entry is Sunday, October 12th. More details at theboneonline.com. Don't miss your chance to compete and be crowned the Hard Rock Rising Tampa Battle of the Bands champion. 102.5 The Bone supports live music in Tampa Bay, and we want you to show us what you got. From the Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino and 102.5 The Bone. Real, raw radio.
Car accident? Take back control of your life. Call Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
It's more than just a fence. It protects your future gardener.
Mom, look at my tomato.
Wow. Your future Olympian. And your future best in show. Get your free quote today for all the future brings at fenceoutlet.com.
The wait is over. 4 superstars back on The Voice, including the one and only Snoop Dogg.
My ears are anxious to hear and feel what they have to bring.
2-time winning coaches Michael Bublé and Niall Horan.
Oh, it's good to be back. This is my dream come true.
And the queen herself, Reba McEntire.
I get to tell them what to do like a big sister.
Whose team are you on?
Now the party can start. Yeehaw!
The Voice returns Monday on NBC.
I don't know about you, but I'm pretty sick and tired about the weather knocking out power or even worse, damaging appliances. Call Climate Design Home Services at 727-295-1572 or visit climatedesign.com. Not only can Climate Design protect your appliances and home's electrical system with a whole home surge protector, but they can also install standby generators. Climate Design Home Services is your go-to home services provider when it comes to storm preparation. Don't risk your power and your valuable appliances during this year's storm season. Give Climate Design Home Services a call today and get the electrical protection that your home needs. Again, it's 727-295-1572 or climatedesign.com, 727-295-1572 or climatedesign.com.
At Mayo Clinic in Florida, we're fixing the unfixable. Combining the use of robotics and an endoscope, our expert neurosurgeons are performing spinal fusion surgeries more safely and effectively than ever before, with smaller incisions which lead to quicker recovery times for patients. We're making more possible at Mayo Clinic because every day we're doing what's never been done. Learn more at mayoclinic.org/possible. Mayo Clinic. You know where to go.
Take advantage of Labor Day savings all month long at Crown Hyundai. Get financing as low as 0%. Buy with zero down or make no payments for a year on over 600 new tariff-free Hyundais. Drive a new 2025 Hyundai Tucson SE for only $259 a month. All are backed by Owner Assurance, America's best warranty, including 10 years, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty. Crown Hyundai, the better way to buy and service. Visit crownhyundai.com. The 36-month lease, 10K miles a year, $39.99 due at signing plus dealer fee and electronic filing fee.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. I've been asked many times how Morgan & Morgan became the largest injury firm in the world. I think I know. When someone comes to us for an on-the-job injury, we have a huge workers' compensation practice. But many times we find a defective product that was responsible for that injury. Luckily for them, we have a product liability section headed by my son, Mike. In addition to the comp case, there's a product case too. Other times, the injured worker is fired or harassed for bringing that claim. We have them covered. Our employment lawyers handle retaliation claims as well as wage theft and discrimination cases, and in some cases need to file for Social Security benefits. No problem. We became big for a reason. 30% of our new cases come as referrals from former clients. Hiring us is easy. Go to forthepeople.com on your mobile device or computer, or call Pound Law on your cell, pound 529. Morgan & Morgan. Injured? Dial Pound Law or visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Mike Calta here for Shark Coast Tactical. Breaking news in Florida. The Second Amendment sales tax holiday is finally here. This is your chance to save big on all things firearms. Looking for a new rifle, pistol, shotgun, ammo? You pay no tax. Get to Shark Coast Tactical now. Don't forget, Will is going to cover your tax stamp fee on select suppressors. The shop is slinging freedom from 10 to 6 daily, closed on Sunday, and open online 24/7 at sharkcoasttactical.com. Shark Coast Tactical's on Bee Ridge Road in Sarasota. Look for them on social media. Tell them Mike Calta sent you.
You hear that? That's the sound of your business losing money. Legacy phone systems weren't built for today's teams. Open Phone gives your business a smarter way to stay connected. Open Phone lets you manage calls, texts, voicemail, and contacts all in one place so that you and your team can deliver a seamless customer experience from ring to... Need to take calls on the go? Open Phone automatically transcribes, summarizes, and highlights next steps from every call, so you never miss a detail. Need insight into what closes a sale? With Open Phone's AI call tags, you can instantly spot key topics like objections or pricing questions, and use those insights to coach your team and level up every customer interaction. And yes, you can bring your existing number with you for free. Keep your team in sync and your customers happy with Open Phone. Open Phone. No missed calls, no missed customers. Try Open Phone for free at openphone.com/free and get 20% off your first 6 months. That's openphone.com/free. openphone.com/FREE.
Now that we're getting older, we've been putting more thought into maintaining our health.
We knew the water we drink every day could be filled with contaminants, so
we called Leaf Home Water Solutions.
They came to our home and did a free water test and gave us the analysis right away.
We were shocked at what we saw.
They found heavy metals like iron and copper.
Our own tap water was putting our health at risk, but Leaf Home Water Solutions made it easy to get safer water from every tap and hose. A whole home solution.
They have more than 250 product combinations and designed a system that fits our needs and budget. The installation took less than a day.
With Leaf Home Water Solutions, our water is safer and healthier. When we drink, when we cook, when we shower, even when we garden.
We feel better about our health.
Thanks to Leaf Home Water Solutions.
Schedule your free home water test today at leafhome.com/free and save 15% on all home water treatment systems. That's leafhome.com/free for your free home water test and 15% off. leafhome.com/free.
At Bernetti PA, our team will tell you that our number one priority is striving for the best customer service in the industry. I'm honored by the number of referrals we get from our current and past clients. They trust us. Why shouldn't you? Call 1-800-BERNETTI. We're ready. Offices Tampa, Lakeland, Pinellas.
Let's go! You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and help strengthen your immune response. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Schedule in minutes at vaxassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
When your reputation's on the line, you don't leave anything to chance, especially your primer. Painters trust Kills primers for a smooth start, strong adhesion, and serious stain-blocking power. And now, the full Kills lineup is available exclusively at the Home Depot. Need it fast? Get same-day or next-day delivery, or order online and pick up in-store. Kills primers. Pro results, faster. The Home Depot. If you're a pro, you know.
1025 The Bone. Real Raw Radio. WHPT, Sarasota, Tampa, St. Pete. And 1073 WXGL HD2 St. Pete. Live from the WeatherTight Windows studio. And now, back to Senning Show. With your host, John Senning.
Real hot girl. And if the beat live, you know Lil Juke made it. Body, yaddy, 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 yaddy. Body, yaddy, 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 yaddy.
Welcome back to Senning Show. I'm John Senning. He is Dizzy. 800-771-1025. Get up in the vroom, vroom room. The chat is live. 1025 The Bone on YouTube. Click on the little live circle and you'll be watching, I say, Senning Show. Tons of people in the mix. Not technically in the mix, but in the mix in the chat. I see Drew Garabo in the building. After we talked to that guy who I didn't give the prize to, he said, I look forward to speaking with this caller again in 80 minutes. Ray, Corey, Margaret, Ralph, Rob, Billy C. Shout out to everybody in there. So, every Friday, we are joined by our dear friend, Danielle. She's been on this building for a very long time. She used to do mornings back in the day with Drew. She now is on Magic 94.9. She's a business owner. And every time we have her in, there seems to be this just reoccurring theme. And I don't know if this is a heavy-handed term, but she can come off as a little prude. Is that safe to say? Like, okay. We're normally on the edgier side, and she's like, "Oh, you boys are naughty."
Yes.
And I'm not saying that she's naughty, but I will say, and I'm hoping that she appreciates the fact that this is probably going to increase her followers on Instagram substantially. I got onto Instagram late last night, actually, I believe, and I see Danielle's Instagram story, and I click on it, and the pictures that I saw blew my mind. We now go to the Yummy Mommy hotline to welcome Danielle to the program. Whoa! What a display you and your very handsome, rugged husband put on in these photos. What do you call these type of photos?
Well, I thought. So I guess I thought that we were going to be doing like boudoir photos. I believe there's a level past this of what we did. We did couples photos that are kind of spicy, but I thought, and I was ready to do something past this. And we'll probably likely call her again because she's so wonderful.
Wow.
And the girls, and also for anybody who doesn't know, the pictures are myself and my husband. In a million years, I never thought I was going to post them. As I was talking to Melissa, the photographer, who the whole reason I even found her is because she did really amazing pictures a couple months back with Carmen and Chad. And I was
this is the one. Oh, she's the one who did the pictures with Carmen and Chad, which they probably were in that category past this, I guess, because they were like in a bed and in like the lingerie and things like that.
Yeah, so I reached out to her, and when we were going through the process, like Derek and I next month will be officially married for 15 years, but we'll also be in a hockey rink because it's Columbus Day weekend. So we've talked about celebrating early, and so I was like, hey, I'm going to book this session of pictures. And as I was talking to Melissa, the photographer, I was like, look, I'm pretty private. I don't really want to share anything. Like, I don't, but I also understand it's like your pictures and you want to share them. So, but then when she sent them to me, I did share them.
Yeah, you absolutely did. And I would encourage everybody in a tasteful manner to follow.
Disappear soon.
Yeah, I know.
I think they last for 24 hours.
I think this is very, very, very time sensitive because your story right now says 24 hours ago. So
I was in Carline at my children's school posting them yesterday, and I am driving to Carline to pick them up today.
There is, and again, you know, I'm not, I have eyeballs. I know Danielle is a very, very beautiful lady. And everybody does, but I would say there's a brotherly sister like relationship between us, and I don't know how to feel anymore after seeing some of these pictures. There's the one that is like a moving picture, and you guys are sitting on the edge of the bath. You guys are on the edge of the bathtub, and Derek has extremely aggressive hand placement to the point where you can see him like, and again, I've clearly paid a lot of attention to these pictures. You can see him like really grabbing you on the near buttocks, but the kiss that you guys share is so passionate. Is he biting your lip?
MTV Movie Award kiss right there.
There was lip biting, yeah.
Dude, the biting. This picture of you guys on the edge of the bathtub. I mean, I know we've joked about OnlyFans. You could drop these down right now and offer people $100 to go see these pictures, and I think that would be a just fine investment to ask for.
Wow, okay.
I mean,
I'm not doing it, but okay.
I remember I was laying down scrolling, and the girls were next to me. I go, "Oh my God, go to your room. Close your eyes. Close your eyes. Go to your room."
It's like this is going to be a morbid analogy, but it's like 9/11 almost. It's like you never will forget where you were.
Oh, okay.
Like I'll never forget where I was the first time that I saw these. And I hope this is okay to say, horny photos of Danielle and her husband. Some of them they're up against a fence, and he's like sucking on her neck, and then there's one with her leg up, and then are you guys actually submerged in water in this one?
Yep, that's where it ended, was in the pool.
He won't come on air with us, but he'll freak you for all to see.
Exactly. So let me ask you this.
Where the good stuff is.
Is this as juicy as it got in these photos, or is there more juice on the stuff that is unreleased up until this point?
There is more that's not anywhere.
That you won't be sharing.
There's more that I might not be able to see because we took a couple pictures that might have not made it, might have gotten kind of screwed up. So if that's the case, then we're going to have her come to redo those.
They got to check legally if it's allowed in the United States what they did.
Dude, I got to say, I mean, they're showstoppers. They're beautiful. They're amazing. I don't know what to say to keep it within.
She's so talented, and I've wanted to do pictures like that for a really long time. I know I really come across as a prude. I feed my kids knockoff cheeses. I get it. I understand my image. However, those pictures I've really wanted to do for a very long time. And I did get a lot of anxiety because I shared something before yesterday that I guess you did not see.
Oh, I guess
but
I
it was
missed
like there was something else that she posted, and then instantly I just got all the anxiety that I posted them, and then I got over it because I don't care. I love them, and it's my husband, and I love them.
Yes, and I hope it's okay that I do urge people to go look at these photos at radio
It's
Danielle.
Danielle's, what was it, Sydney Sweeney album?
Yeah, it is. The Sabrina Carpenter.
Sabrina Carpenter album.
It's her Sabrina Carpenter moment. And I mean, obviously the photographer is very great at what she does, but you have to have a muse, and you have to have good people that are involved in the photos. And you guys really you did a really, really damn fine job.
Y'all think I'm a prude. I'm telling you. I mean, I'm not telling you, but I'm not. I'm not a prude.
Well, I mean, according to these photos, not.
No.
According to a lot of things I've heard you say,
but
yes.
It's one thing to just, because Derek and Danielle, they're beautiful people. That's not enough for these photos. You have to sell it. And they sold it.
Yeah, they
photos.
did. The faces, I mean, they will make you, with all due respect, they'll make you tingle. They absolutely will. But I wanted to talk about them, and I
have it as my phone wallpaper.
Yeah. I got to say, me too. Yeah, I've saved these, downloaded them, and I hope there's a sequel in the near future. I knew that I wasn't going to be able to wait till Friday, and I also didn't. I was surprised that nobody else on air on the Bone had saw them and hadn't brought it up yet. So I needed to talk to you and get your play-by-play on how this went down, and they came out very lovely. Is there any chance you'd be willing to throw a bonus one up there for those late comers, no pun intended, that are just getting to it?
Yeah, I would.
All right. Well, how about this? How about you decide how many followers you have to get to post another one, and then if you get
1,000.
if you get 1,000 more followers, that's a very heavy number. But now would that just be something that you already posted, or if you get to 1,000, would it be an unseen photo from the shoot?
I'll give you an unseen photo.
Okay, I would urge everybody.
But I don't have all of them yet. I just have like there's more that I haven't seen yet. Like these are the sneak peeks that I have.
Yeah.
So in a couple weeks I'll have more.
Radio Danielle.
At Radio Danielle, yeah. So, for the sake of all humanity, go follow her. Please, 1,000 people. We were able to sell almost 1,000. We gave away almost 1,000 magnets. Go 1,000 people follow so we can keep the output of these photos moving right along. But thank you for taking the call, and just beautiful, beautiful work by you and your husband.
Thank you very much.
Right.
I will see you on Friday.
Sounds good. We'll be looking forward to it. Go follow her at
bye.
Radio Danielle. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Yeah, it really is, man. It's like you said, you can do it a million times, but if you're not dedicated to it, then it's not going to come through. And it was really the aggressive biting of the lip that was really the moment that stood out to me. At Radio Danielle, if you want to go check it out. Shout out to Danielle.
Yeah, when I saw it, I was like, look at Danielle with her bad self.
I know it is, and it's she has a certain persona, which I think is true, but what she does with her husband is clearly what she does with her husband. And now you can get a sneak peek of that. Go follow her, and hopefully 1,000 people will.
What I love about them, too, they're the same couple that at the Christmas party, they'll wear matching dorky Christmas out. I don't mean dorky in like, derogatory way, but it's just like they'll do that and be over sexualized photos, but that's both sides of the spectrum.
And I think that's probably a little bit outside of the norm for them, but it's year 2025. Go get some sexy photos with your loved ones and post them on the internet. Again, at Radio Dan. Yeah.
Would you ever do that?
No, I don't think so. I wouldn't do it and put it out. I don't think, which is kind of weird because I'm the not prude one. She's the prude one. Well, depending on who you ask. On the JoJo scale, I'm the prude. On the Danielle scale, I'm the freak. And I don't think I would.
All right.
Personally. Why would you?
If I looked like Punch Out dizzy.
Yeah, Punch Out. You just shred it up, abs and all. I'm just gonna come right out and say it. I confronted the leaf blower guy this morning. Yeah, so I don't know if things have gotten worse or if this is going to make things better or worse. But I had went to I had went up to the sauna for a little bit, and I pulled in, and the dude was just about to mow the lawn closest to our house.
Okay,
and it wasn't even, and that's how I needed it to go down. I needed it to go down in a moment where I didn't even have a thought to decide if I wanted to say anything to him. I just got right out of my car and I was just like, we got to do something. I'm like, you need to tell me when you're going to mow so I can move this car or something, because you're just constantly blowing the grass over here. And he didn't really say anything. That's the weirdest thing. He didn't really say anything. He stopped mowing where he was mowing. He just kind of walked away. And as he was walking away, I go, okay, I'll move the car. So I pulled her car away from the fence line so it wouldn't get grass all over it. There was really no back and forth, which kind of makes it more concerning than maybe it was initially.
So you pulled up, saw him doing it. You got out the car hot.
It's funny because I was on the phone with my mom, of all people, and she's thinks like me.
Are you yelling at him? You're like, hold on, mommy, hold on.
No, but she's like, oddly enough, she was talking me out of it. I go, I got to say something to this guy. She goes, yeah, I don't know, John. She goes, that guy seems like he would kill you. And I said, yeah, but I just got to do it. So I hung up on my mom pretty much and hopped out of the car. And I wasn't totally enraged or anything. It was more of we've got to figure something out. Yeah. I think that was the first thing that I said. I said, you got to let me move the car. You got to do something because the car is just covered in grass all the time.
Yeah.
And he kind of was like, I don't even know if he hemmed and hummed under his breath and said something about I'll go over here or I'll do something, but he legit just took the mower and left, got away from the fence line. I moved the car and then that was it.
So when he moved, you took that as all right, he did something, so let me act like I'm working with him. I'm gonna move the car. So why did you move the car? Is my question.
Well, at this point, I didn't. I moved the car because he wasn't going to clean it off.
Yeah,
and that is another thing. Not to give him even a little bit of leeway at all. If it is blowing over into our yard because it's so close to the yard, then I guess he needs to get a towel and wipe the car off. I could guess that would be the thing.
Yeah.
That would be the evolution. I don't care if he knocks on my door and goes, "Hey, I'm going to mow my lawn. Can you move the car?" I have zero problem with that.
Yeah.
We're avoiding the issue and everything's going to be fine. But it did. It was a little bit of a release. It felt very good.
So you moved the car. Would you just go straight inside after that?
Yeah, he was on the other side of the yard, so he really didn't try to engage me.
Okay.
And I'm thinking and hoping maybe he's just like, okay, that I need to keep an eye out for that. Maybe is what I hope his takeaway was, or he was thinking I'm going to murder this person.
He's like, I hope he drops some oil today
while they're sleeping. We're running a little against it, and I don't want to. I don't want to give it short shrift because right there along my debacle in the Bitch Boy Chronicles is what's been going on in Diz's neighborhood. If you missed the shows yesterday, he now has had people come onto his patio and steal his furniture. And I believe the plan was you were going to go and talk to the people in the office. Is it safe to say that you did that?
So yesterday, I asked Nicole on the way back, I go, do you want to be with me when I'm going and speaking with them, or do you want me to do it alone? She's like, I'll come with you. I go, I don't need you there. I just want to know if you think you should be there with me, like either we be a presence together or to calm me down, talk me off the cliff, or be the voice of reason. And she's like, yeah, we end up getting there late, so they're closed. So this morning.
All right, so you did visit. You went this morning alone. Now I know roughly what happened, and it's about as juicy as you can get. And I think, is it safe to say, just as a small tease before we go to break, that things went a little sideways?
It went sideways.
Things went sideways.
She probably should have been there. I'll say that.
We'll find out what happened, if Diz is being booted out of his community or not. Don't go anywhere. More Senning Show on the way.
And when I got it, gonna come around. And when it comes, we're gonna buy it down.
Protect your home with Reese Windows and Doors. Trusted for over 50 years to deliver the highest quality factory direct hurricane impact windows with the most installs done in under 8 weeks. And right now, the giveaway is bigger than ever. This is a locally owned company where all the products are American made. The Reese family has been running the show for over 50 years. And if you want to win $25,000 in new windows, absolutely free, all you got to do is text TRUST to 20129. If you've entered in the past, you're automatically eligible to win that $25,000 in windows. Do not wait. Go now. It's TRUST to 20129. Keep it locked to 102.5 The Bone. Plenty of time to get on the live stream. You can watch the program on YouTube, 102.5 The Bone. Get up in the vroom, vroom, vroom.
Listening to Senning Show on 102.5 The Bone. Tell us what you think. Head to the 102.5 The Bone app now and leave us an open mic. The open mic on the free 102.5 The Bone app is sponsored by 1-800-ASK-GARY.
Fence Outlet has helped our customers keep children and pets safe with quality fences for over 30 years. Now is the time to install your Fence Outlet fence. Visit fenceoutlet.com today to set up your free estimate and discover our wide selection of fencing options. License number C-10252 and C-10803.
John Senning and Dizzy of Senning Show, known as the kings of chill around these parts. If you don't know, you're about to know about the Cava Social Club in downtown Bradenton, pretty much cleaning up with the Bradenton's Best Award, Best Bar, Best Date Night Spot, Best Live Music, Best Coffee Shop, and they got something going on almost every night of the week. Wednesday, tell them about it, Dizzy.
Karaoke, go sing your heart out. My suggestion, Usher, really pops the crowd.
Thursday, baby.
You think you know it all? Prove it. Got trivia night on Thursdays. Prove that you're the smartest in the room.
Friday.
Open mic night, our favorite, whether you want to rap, sing, tell some comedy, or maybe some snap poetry.
And Sunday, fun day.
Are you a Poindexter? This is probably your night because it's chess club. Be 3, 4, 5 moves ahead of your competition.
Check them out online at thecavasocialclub.com and on all your social medias at Cava Social Club. Cava Social Club, where your vibe attracts your tribe. Boola, baby!
You don't need to be an all-pro to make big moves. Getting championship-level performance is easy at Crown Honda. Drive a new 2025 Honda Pilot, just $469 per month. Or a new 2025 Honda Accord, just $289 per month. Don't wait for the 2-minute warning. Get to Crown Honda now and save today. Online at crownhonda.com. The better way to buy and service. Call 800-509-4942 for complete details.
A lot of people, when they come in, they'll say, this is my last hope. The next step is getting them in the right arch supports. Our goal is to have that long-term change for them, to see someone that is in pain, I change things for them. See how we can help you with a free fitting at the Good Feet store.
You don't need to be an all-pro to make big moves. Getting championship-level performance is easy at Crown Kia. Drive a new 2025 Kia K4, just $219 per month. Or a new 2025 Kia Sportage with special low 0% APR. Don't wait for the 2-minute warning. Get to Crown Kia now and save today. Online at crownkia.com. The better way to buy and service. Call 800-371-0942 for complete details.
If you want your windows there in weeks, pick up the phone and just text free
Reese.
Win $25,000 in new impact windows from Reese Windows. Pick up your phone and text the word TRUST right now to 20129. That's TRUST to 20129.
When you hire Bernetti PA for your injury case, we make the process easy for you to monitor. We provide you our app so that you can monitor your case at any time. Call 1-800-BERNETTI. We're ready. Offices Lakeland, Tampa, St. Pete.
Imagine clutching your chest, gasping for air. A heart attack strikes without warning. Your loved ones panic, helpless, and in a single moment, everything changes or ends. Mike Calta here for Lifeguard Imaging. I've said it before and I'll say it again. Get scanned because the truth is brutal. Heart disease and cancer remain top killers in men and women, and they often strike without a single symptom. You could feel perfectly fine today while deadly plaque silently builds in your arteries or cancer quietly spreads inside your body. By the time you notice, it may be too late. But it doesn't have to be that way. Lifeguard Imaging offers high-accuracy CT scans that detect heart disease and hundreds of forms of cancer early enough to act, early enough to change the outcome. A 5-minute scan can mean the difference between years with your family or a preventable tragedy. Don't wait for symptoms. Don't wait for pain. Take control now. And here's the best part. Right now, all first-time consultations get a free heart scan valued at $599. The peace of mind is priceless. Visit lifeguardimaging.com today because the scariest thing you could do is nothing at all. Lifeguard Imaging, saving lives through early detection.
Since we have lawyers in all 50 states, I see and hear lots of lawyer ads. It seems that most are bragging on what they got their clients. But be careful. If you heard that someone sold their car for $500,000, you would be impressed. But if you later learned that it was a rare $10 million Ferrari, would you say that person got screwed? And that's before you even know if it's true. Who is fact-checking? And how much went to medical bills and lawyers' fees? If you want to get an idea what your case may be really worth, visit forthepeople.com and go to settlements and verdicts. You will see what a law firm like ours is capable of. And fact-check for yourself. All that glitters is not gold. We became America's largest injury firm for a reason. We won big, a lot. At Morgan & Morgan, we represent consumers. Morgan & Morgan, forthepeople.com. Injured? Dial #law or visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them for you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. That's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio.
Life insurance. Why are you putting it off? Can't afford it? Too much hassle? Think you don't need it? There's lots of excuses for putting off life insurance. But if you weren't there, who would pay the mortgage and other bills? With Ethos, you could be covered in 10 minutes and boom, family protected. Ethos, fast and easy online term life insurance. Up to $2 million in coverage with no medical exam. Some policies as low as $1 a day. Answer a few health questions and get your free quote at ethos.com/music. That's ethos.com/music.
For nearly 2,000 severely injured veterans, everyday life has become filled with barriers. So we build specially adapted homes at Homes for Our Troops. And thanks to our donors and supporters, this life-changing gift of freedom is provided mortgage-free to these veterans. But we need you to join us, too, in completing this important mission. Please visit hfotusa.org and help build homes and rebuild lives.
Trans-Siberian Orchestra returns this winter with the Ghosts of Christmas Eve, the best of TSO, and more. A dazzling spectacle packed with pyrotechnics, lasers, and the incredible storytelling synonymous with TSO. $1 from each ticket sold benefits the Calta Family Foundation. Win tickets at theboneonline.com or the Bone app.
We put in time, energy, and resources because your case is worth it. Farrah and Farrah, Tampa.
Now, back to Real Raw Radio. Sponsored by Anajar and Levine, Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
And now, back to Senning Show. With your host, John Senning.
Gorilla on the track.
Welcome back to Senning Show. I'm John Senning. He's Dizzy.
Hey, yo, is that Mexican OT? Hit you and me. Made to my Glock and my trigger feel like a ring. My chopper told me that you got a DIE. We bout to catch us, bout to catch you first degree. Hit you and me. Made to my Glock and my
I want to remind everybody again, two things. Not to throw too much at you one time, but Diz is going to be out with Monica and Mike Calta as part of the JP program at the Hooters in Brandon this Friday for a liquid lunch. And on Saturday, if you're trying to get your way into the tailgate on Sunday, it will be your last opportunity to do so. I'm going to be broadcasting with Gio from noon to 2 at the brisket shop in Tampa, and we're going to be giving away tailgate passes every 15 minutes. Brisket Shop partnered up with Wild Fork to bring you all the food that will be out at the tailgate on Sunday. So make your plans now. See some version of us between Friday and Saturday. And if you want those tailgate tickets, come get them. Come get them on Saturday. You going to come out to the, you going to the tailgate on Sunday?
I think we're going to make it out to the tailgate. Nicole, she asked me, she said, are we going to the tailgate? And when she does that, it's basically saying, like, we're going, right?
It's fun to go, even if you're not going to the game. I mean, sometimes that's you pretty much alleviate a lot of the traffic. You still get to party, see everybody, and then make it back to enjoy it on your couch in the AC.
I'm going to see if Pap and Christy want to go, and Ian, and we'll carpool.
Squad it up.
Yeah.
All right, so I don't know all of the details here, but I do know that somebody stole the furniture off of Dizzy's back porch, and he was as mad about it as I've seen him be about anything. There was discussion of, do we need to leave the neighborhood? Do we need to bring it? Whose attention do we need to bring it to? Do we call the police? So was it today? Was today the day that you decided to stroll your ass down into the office?
Yeah, today was the day, and I almost wanted to do it after the shows because
not get in your head, mess up the vibe.
Yeah, because I was like, I just feel like if I hear the wrong thing, that could it's the oil situation.
I was gonna say the exact same thing. That is the equivalent of breaking a 2-gallon bottle of olive oil all over yourself right before the show. So I get that. Real quick before we dig into what happened. What is the general vibe in your office or your apartment? Because I've lived in a handful of apartments, and it can be, I don't really like using this word, but it can be kind of a toxic vibe where the people are almost bothered by the people that live in the community. And if there's something that needs to be done, or if you have to go get their help, they're often just in their own world and they don't really want to talk to you. Would you say up until this point you had a good or bad experience with the people in the office at your apartment complex?
When we first moved in, the lady that helped us was great. And the reason why I think she was great was because she lived in the complex.
Oh, yeah, okay. So she wanted a good community to live in. She's looking out for the better good, the greater good.
Exactly. I could only assume that the people who took over don't work in the complex. I mean, sorry, don't live
there,
complex.
or at least don't care about it.
Yeah. So I'm walking over there, and as I'm walking over, I'm still trying to figure out what's going on with this whole situation because people got in my head that, like, maybe they threw
the apartment, maybe, and that was, if you missed it yesterday, that people had that theory that that maybe the apartment complex was just cleaning up, or that it wasn't allowed to be out there, so they stole it and never said a word. Which to me would be crazy for them to not leave a note or something.
So I'm walking over there, and a lot of the maintenance guys that drive around the golf carts are all like kind of huddled up, and they're all talking. As I'm walking up,
you think they know you?
They definitely know where I live. And because, like, I go out in the same spot, Chaka goes there. You know what I mean? Like, they see me.
So they know you from around. They don't necessarily know. Dude, we're huge with maintenance men. Is there any possibility that they know it's Dizzy from the Bone, and they knew at that moment that you were coming up there to cause a scene about your
I was
your
wearing
furniture?
Your show shirt, like the same one I'm wearing right now. But also, I think
our show, but I appreciate it.
The only reason they would know our show, I think, is it was the day when it was taken over by the Spanish Airwaves.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So the Latino community running the maintenance department over there,
and they're great. They usually check our tickets, whatever. So I'm walking over there. They all stop talking, and they're just looking at me walking by. And immediately in my head, I go, they took it. They know I'm on the way now.
Yeah.
And I finally found out, and they're probably like, let's see how this idiot fares.
Let's see.
Yeah, let's see. So I walk in there, and there's what can I only explain as like almost a kid. Like he's like a 20-year-old, 23-year-old.
Okay, he looks like a kid. Well, not that it's important, but I like painting pictures. What was the ethnicity of this human being?
I'm gonna guess Spanish.
Okay.
Spanish kid, bleached blonde hair.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yes.
All right.
So when I first thing I said, like, he's like,
are you mad? Are you coming in hot?
No.
Okay.
I come in and I look more confused than anything because I walk in and I was like, it's the leasing office, it's the other office. I don't know where to go complain. The guy goes, can I help you with anything? And I'm like, yeah, I would just like to file a report or something. I had some stuff stolen off of my back porch, like a big like a couch. And he goes, I'm sorry to hear that.
Oh no, he hit you with that noise?
And it immediately pissed me off.
Oh no.
And I don't know if my facial expression can tell that, but I immediately went, what's this guy's deal?
He hit you with the, you poor thing.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, that's emasculating.
Yeah, and he goes, well, unfortunately, we can't do anything about that. You're going to have to call an officer and file a report. Unfortunately, we can't do anything. And I'm sorry, because we've had a couple things stolen out, some bikes and stuff, too. I'm like, oh, okay, so this is an issue here. And he goes, well, you got to make a report. We have an officer we could that specifically comes out now and then. You can file one with him, and that's the best we can do. I go, you guys got to be able to do something else. I mean, you said it's a problem. Some people have come and told you. I was like, cars have been broken into.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. Did you give him the laundry list of different things that you've experienced outside of your doors?
And immediately you could tell he doesn't care about all this. Again, probably because he doesn't live in the complex. And he's like, oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. I go, yeah, well, you guys have cameras everywhere. And there's another guy sitting in the office. I'm not really looking at him. But I'm like, you have cameras everywhere. Can you check the cameras and at least, try to get an ID so, like, you could show this to the police? And he goes, oh, unfortunately, we don't have the time or the manpower.
Oh,
the time or the manpower. And I started cussing. As soon as when he said, we don't have the time and the manpower, I went, time and the manpower? I go, I'm not asking for, and I start cussing. I go, I'm not asking for the effing Quantico FBI agents to send a team over here. I was like, you're over there liking effing Facebook posts because he's on Facebook.
Oh, you can see Facebook on his computer.
His Facebook. And I go,
geez, you called him out for his Facebook activity.
And I go, this one's looking at effing food and stuff.
Oh, and then you called the other. Oh,
yeah,
dude,
that time and manpower seems like it could look at some cameras to find some thieves in the neighborhood. And then he's like, sir, I told you we can't do anything. I go, we're going to have to call the officer for him, but if you keep it up, I might have to call it on me.
Oh,
and
no.
Like, oh, you're going to call it on me now. Oh, now I'm the aggressor. I'm the savage here. I don't know why, but I like telling people I'm a savage when they say I do crazy stuff. And he's like, sir, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, I'm a savage. No, the savage has to leave.
Jesus.
The savage who gets
You're
stuff stolen. Yeah.
So you're now you're essentially in a rage.
Yeah. And
this isn't good.
I don't know why I thought this was the bigger move for the moment, but I leave out the door and you got to open it up. It's not weighted enough where it closes.
Yeah.
And I leave the door open and wide open with the sun. I go, get the manpower to come close this door. And I leave.
Oh, no, dude.
And I'm walking away. And at this point, the Spanish people are looking at me and they're probably like, oh my God, what is happening?
Muy loco, mucho loco, living la vida loco.
And I'm repeating as I walk away, like a true madman, John. I'm going, manpower, the effing manpower is needed. And I start yelling stuff like, we need the Avengers, call the Avengers, quick. They need the manpower here.
You were melting down.
Yeah, it was. The kids call it crashing out, John.
You were crashing out. Oh, no, dude.
I was crashing out.
The good news about it, though, and I don't want you guys to be on the streets, and I don't know how easy it would be for you to find another place. Worst case scenario, they kick you out, which may not be the worst thing anyways, because you kind of want out. Yeah, that is a weird thing that the place that kind of controls this community gets to wipe their hands and go, yeah, we can't do anything.
Yeah.
We can't. And I don't know what I expect them to do because it is still a crime, and I guess you do have to get the police involved, but you'd like to think that they would care a little bit more. So what's the next move? Are we just living in rage? You didn't call the cops yet, I take it.
No, well, because at this point I'm waiting for Nicole. She's about to scoop me. I'm about to head over here for work, and I tell Nicole the story. She's kind of like hearing it and like, damn, like, I'm not mad at you for saying that, but also we probably, because at one point she goes, well, we could ask them to check the tapes. And then she goes, well, they probably won't do that now after you yelled at them. I go,
they don't have the manpower. Yeah. They don't have the manpower.
Well, she was saying we could be the manpower to go look at it.
Give us the access to the tapes.
But she was like, yeah, I don't think they're going to let us now. That I go, worth it.
Dude, you want to know what would be funny? Just to kind of be a troll at this point, dude, you should print out all the pictures you have of the couch and just put it up all over the neighborhood. Like plaster posters all over the neighborhood saying missing. I don't really know that you'd be willing to put forth a reward. Maybe you could like get some concert tickets from here.
Oh, maybe.
Be like, hey, you could go see Cage the Elephant if you help me find my my couch. Oh, damn, dude, that it kind of feels like. And I don't want to, beat you while you're down. It feels like maybe now you're in a worse situation than you were to start.
Yeah, it's definitely, Nicole is in agreement where it's like, well, they want to work with us. And it was the way the guy was like, oh, I'm so sorry.
That is probably
like those things.
That is probably the worst energy you could be met with when you're fired up and riled up and looking for someone to care.
Yeah. And I don't want to say this part on air. I'll tell you off air what he was doing. I was like, what is happening in this place?
Oh, no. Oh,
when I came in, I was like, "What?
Oh man,
You think that's worth mentioning?
No,
probably not.
No, maybe not right now. Maybe we can revisit it at some point. But that doesn't sound promising.
Yeah.
Dude, so I don't know if we're gonna see Mo this week, but maybe tomorrow we could call Mo and just get a read on him. If you guys really wanted to think about getting out of there to see how. Because honestly, it doesn't sound like they're going to work with you too much. But who knows? They may want you gone now. You're a threat to the community.
I was thinking of ways to like Trojan horse it besides getting in like a arcade system like Nathan for you. I was like, what if like we put a nice looking cabinet out there or something like that and air tag it?
You set up a sting, a trap.
I was like, if it then gets brought in to a house that's right near us, can we go to the police? Go, it's pinging right there. What can you do?
Oh, that's kind of fun. Dude, you're like one of those vigilante pedophile hunters, except you're just trying to hunt down old furniture. Yeah. Dude, well, I'm sure this story is not over yet. I hope that you find it. If anybody out there knows where Dizzy lives and know who stole the couch, do the right thing and tell the truth. Be a whistleblower.
Yeah.
Do not go anywhere. When we come back, it's time to fire up John's Joints. We're going to be joined by Drew Garabo. Lots of good stuff to get to today. Man, if we thought the Saudis owned us because they were able to lure the WWE and WrestleMania to Saudi Arabia, they've now lured quite possibly the greatest athlete of all time to maybe sort of kind of come out of retirement. We'll dig into that and a bunch more, including how people in Florida are pulling their kids out of school at an insane rate. We'll do all that and a bunch more. I even got Gator stuff coming up next in John's Joints. Keep it locked to 102.5 The Bone. This is that time of year where everybody's moving. A time filled with hours of packing, unpacking, and that beautiful bubble wrap. But the first thing you should do when moving into your new home is make sure that the Wi-Fi is booming with Xfinity. It's super quick and it's easy to set up, and then boom, you'll have your new home hooked up with the ultimate Wi-Fi experience faster than the time it takes you to parallel park a moving truck. Then you're going to be back online with the most reliable Wi-Fi with the best-in-class equipment from Xfinity. So you get to kick back, relax, and stream your favorite movies and TV shows while someone else deals with all those boxes. Because with Xfinity, the only thing you'll have to worry about is remembering where you packed the remote. Make the right and easy move with Xfinity. Learn more at Xfinity.com/move. Don't go anywhere. John's Joints on the way.
You're listening to Senning Show on 102.5 The Bone.
Big winners, right?
The Bone Bonus. Congratulations, winner. You'd won $1,000.
Oh, man, that's cool. Thank you, man. That's appreciated, man. Hey, this is John from Clearwater, and I just won $1,000 on 102.5 The Bone.
Keep listening to The Bone for your chance to win cold, hard cash. It's The Bone Bonus from 102.5 The Bone. Sponsored by #1 rated New South Windows.
Hurt in a slip and fall? Take back control of your life. Call Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
Save time and money with the aluminum fence in the box from Fence Outlet. It comes with everything you need for an average backyard of 120 feet, starting at $27.35. Go to fenceoutlet.com today for more information. License number C10252 and C10803.
The wait is over. 4 superstars back on The Voice, including the one and only Snoop Dogg.
My ears are anxious to hear and feel what they have to bring.
2-time winning coaches Michael Bublé and Niall Horan.
Oh, it's good to be back. This is my dream come true.
And the queen herself, Reba McEntire.
I get to tell them what to do like a big sister.
Whose team are you on?
Now the party can start. Yeehaw!
The Voice returns Monday on NBC.
IKEA is celebrating 40 years of making home dreams possible in the U.S. Visit us in stores September 3rd until the 23rd for limited time offers and experiences like our Ortianda streetwear collection, our new Tilvercod furniture, daily chances to win gift cards, and more. Come celebrate 40 years of meatball-fueled shopping, brave attempts at our Swedish names, and the inexplicable need for stylish modern design. Offer valid September 3rd through September 23rd, 2025. U.S. only while supplies last. Selection may vary. See store and ikea.us.com for details. Restrictions apply.
Corona is now the official partner of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and we're giving you the chance to score tickets to a game, including VIP pirate ship access, custom Corona Bucks Yeti coolers, and more. Visit coronafootball.com for details. Corona, game day's favorite beer. Flags up, limes in.
When you're injured on the job, you need more than just a workers' comp lawyer. When you need a fighter, you need us. Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm, for the people. Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Paid for by Hims and Hers Health. Plans not available everywhere. Compounded products are not FDA approved or verified for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription required. Restrictions at forhers.com apply. Wegovy and Ozempic are FDA approved and are the registered trademarks of Novo Nordisk AS, which is not affiliated with Hims and Hers.
Trying to lose weight? It's time to try Hers. At forhers.com/radio, you can access affordable, doctor-trusted weight loss treatments tailored to you. These include oral medication kits and compounded GLP-1 injections, the same active ingredient that's in Ozempic and Wegovy. Through Hers, pricing for oral medication kits starts at just $69 a month for a 10-month plan when paid in full upfront. No hidden fees, no membership fees. Hers brings expert care straight to you with 100% online access to personalized treatments that put your goals first. Reach your weight loss goals with help from Hers. Get started at forhers.com/radio to access affordable, doctor-trusted weight loss plans. That's forhers.com/radio. forhers.com/radio.
Actual price will depend on product and subscription plan. Featured products are compounded drug products, which the FDA does not approve or verify for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. See website for details, restrictions, and important safety information.
Want to boost in and out of the bedroom? Hims has you covered. Introducing a new 2-in-1 approach to level up your game. Tadalafil for better bedroom performance and zinc for testosterone support. Put it all together and you've got what you need to turn things all the way up. Getting started is simple. Just go to hims.com/radio to start your free online visit. Through Hims, you can access ED treatments including pills, chews, and more. 100% online. No office visits, no pharmacy lines. Just fill out a simple intake form and a licensed medical provider will determine if treatment's right for you. If prescribed, it ships free and discreetly to your door. Find affordable treatment options at up to 95% less than brand names at hims.com/radio. That's hims.com/radio. HIMS.com/RADIO.
Mike Calta here for Shark Coast Tactical. Get ready for another B&T Day at Shark Coast Tactical this Saturday, September 20th. B&T makes some of the world's most advanced suppressors, and they are some of the hottest suppressors on the market. Meet with factory reps, enjoy a chance to win big with exciting raffles, and fuel up with free food and drinks while you shop. And remember that we are in the heat of a 2A sales tax holiday season. No tax on all things firearms, and Will is covering your tax stamp on select suppressors. Shark Coast Tacticals on Bee Ridge Road in Sarasota. Check them out on social media. Tell them Mike Calta sent you.
Now that we're getting older, we've been putting more thought into maintaining our health.
We knew the water we drink every day could be filled with contaminants, so
we called Leaf Home Water Solutions.
They came to our home and did a free water test and gave us the analysis right away.
We were shocked at what we saw.
They found heavy metals like iron and copper.
Our own tap water was putting our health at risk, but Leaf Home Water Solutions made it easy to get safer water from every tap and hose. A whole home solution.
They have more than 250 product combinations and designed designed a system that fits our needs and budget. The installation took less than a day.
With Leaf Home Water Solutions, our water is safer and healthier. When we drink, when we cook, when we shower, even when we garden.
We feel better about our health.
Thanks to Leaf Home Water Solutions.
Schedule your free home water test today at leafhome.com/free and save 15% on all home water treatment systems. That's leafhome.com/free for your free home water test and 15% off. leafhome.com/free.
You worked hard for your 401k, but if you've left your job, your money might be sitting in the wrong hands. I'm Jeff Jr. with Trajan Wealth, and it's very possible that the 401k that you have had for years has hidden fees and limited investment choices. But if you're no longer with the company, that 401k may be at the mercy of your former employer. All of these things could be costing you thousands. Rolling over your 401k into an IRA can provide better investment options that align with your long-term goals. At Trajan Wealth, we're fiduciary advisors that are held to a higher standard with no hidden agenda and no hidden fees. Don't let your retirement dollars sit in an old plan, and don't roll it over to your new plan without consulting Trajan Wealth first. Call Trajan today at 813-550-1000. That's 813-550-1000.
Advisory services are offered through Trajan Wealth, LLC, an SEC-registered investment advisor.
This hour of Senning Show is brought to you by Hawkins Service Co. One call handles it all.
1025 The Bone. Real Raw Radio. WHPT, Sarasota, Tampa, St. Pete. And 107.3 WXGL HD2 St. Pete. Live from the WeatherTight Windows studio. And now, back to Senning Show. It's time for John's Choice with your host, John Senning.
We are in full Victory Tuesday formation. I'm John Senning. He is Dizzy. And the man that knew Baker Mayfield could do nothing but go down and score a touchdown, then put a little money in the bank, Drew Garabo.
I suck at parlays. However, if you are a Buccaneers fan and you did not put money on that Hard Rock app when Baker had the ball with 2 minutes left, you're not a Bucs fan.
It was crazy because getting the ball back at that moment felt meant to be. It felt like Baker has now found himself 2 weeks in a row in situations where he can take over the game. And I don't know if it's just, I don't even know how to put this into words, but like the recovery time on a reputation as a player, I think catches up super late. Like Baker obviously struggled at the end a little bit, depending on who you ask, a little bit at the end of his time with the Browns. And then, you know, he had the quick time with the Rams and then the Panthers that didn't really go anywhere. I still feel, and last night felt like maybe the turning point, that his actual reputation and how he's being held in which regard is as far as quite possibly the best quarterback in the league. I think last night was the moment, it helps it's on national television, where maybe he's starting to be looked at the way that he should be.
Ain't no maybe about it.
Yeah.
On Pat McAfee today, he had Bruce Arians on, and Bruce Arians said Baker Mayfield, he said absolutely owns Tampa Bay right now. He is a dog.
And I mean, to the way that he does it, like the way that he commands the team and it will put the team on his back. He will run the ball. He will trash talk and do everything that he possibly can. For the second straight week, in case you're living under a rock, Tampa Bay Buccaneers quarterback Baker Mayfield engineered a game-winning touchdown drive with 2 minutes to go, delivering on his vow for more wins in 2025. I'm not sure if you heard me mention it earlier, but I did find it an interesting wrinkle, and I wanted to find the guy's name again. But Stephen Che was talking about a new guy that they brought in on the team. Hold on, let me find out his exact role, because the position is essentially that it's a research position that ultimately tries to help the team and the coach with clock management, and this is his first year. So he was saying, let's not What a game by Buck's new director of football research, Zach Baseline. He was hired this offseason with a focus on improving in-game management and specifically clock management for Bucks head coach Todd Bowles. And there was a moment with all of the faith in the world that I think everybody was yelling at their TV for them to take a timeout right before. But if you know you got it and you know what you're going to run and you can run the time off the clock, and they ended up giving them 6 seconds, that's the dream. So they clearly had faith in the plan and in Baker to be able to go down and score. And for a team where that has been a bit of a sticking point, clock management late in the game, not a problem last night.
There were a couple of times in the game versus the Falcons and last night where Todd Bowles last season, I think, would have made a different decision that would have cost us the game, whereas he made the right decisions this time. I had no idea that it was a new dude running that timeout. A new
guy who's at least there to help. But I don't know if you saw. There's just a quick clip. There was obviously a full press conference, but did you see Baker's first words when he walked up to the podium?
Yes.
Yeah, just he's just soaking it in, this just vibe of who he is. I also thought it was pretty great audio the Bucs shared from the locker room after the big win. Todd Bowles not normally showing a lot of emotions. A little bit here.
That's a hell of a job. Hell of a job finishing the game out offense. Hell of a job. Hell of a job making that last play. Special teams, right? Yeah, right. We got work to do, but when we play like that, and we show the effort we show and the grit we show and the character we show, it's only a matter of time before we get on the roll. We got a short week, right? We got a short week. Enjoy the ride home. We got off tomorrow. Wednesday, we got our first home game. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Dude, this is undeniably one of the best teams in the league. I think there's an argument for top 2, 3. It's still very early. You don't know what you don't know, but just a very exciting time. And you know what? If you thought to yourself in the past, I'm not really a Bucs fan, this is the time. I am not somebody who's ever, protective of a bandwagon or fandom. Wear the city on your chest. Get some Bucs gear. Get on board. It's going to be a hell of a year. And this team is just is so much fun. And with the Jets coming here, while they are kind of in a bit of a limbo situation, anything can happen, but things are feeling and looking pretty damn good.
And John, they're not playing perfect football right now. There were many mistakes made last night. Levante David missing an interception that hit him right in the hands. Jamel Dean saved that game.
Yeah, he did.
With that tackle at the 1 yard line, that he doesn't make that tackle, the game's over.
And on the heels of him taking a huge pay cut, I don't know what people think when a guy takes a pay cut. Clearly not letting off the gas, clearly not changing the way in which he plays, maybe even amping it up a little bit.
Yeah.
To now have an argument to, eventually maybe get some of that money back.
And a personal victory for me. I was playing against Bucky Irving last night, and I won by 4 points. If Bucky Irving runs in that last touchdown, then I don't go undefeated in my 4 fantasy football leagues. Oh, my God, what a night.
That's a good one. Here's a little Baker on ESPN after the game.
All right, Baker, the game's on the line, 4th and 10. You go for it, and you're able to get the first down with your legs. What happened there from your perspective?
They just did a good job dropping out into coverage there in the 2-minute stuff. They're able to do a lot of stuff with pressure, and they didn't do that. So they dropped out underneath some things and was able to just get with my legs. And obviously on that drive, though, the guys making plays, Bucky did a hell of a job extending some of these check downs and easy throws that were there.
Yeah, this was a game that was tough. There were times where it looked like you were getting beat up out there. What was it like for you?
Yeah, it's tough. It's anytime you play the Texans, a team coached by D'Amico, they play hard. They're physical, they're well coached, and they play football the right way, flying around and aggressive. So
that moment when he went down, grabbing the ankle, only to pop up and start talking smack. I think those are moments that probably mean a lot more in the locker room and on the field in that moment than even what the television translates.
Isn't it interesting, the different leadership styles of Tom Brady and Baker Mayfield? Tom Brady rules by intimidation, by you are scared to let him down, whereas Baker leads by thorough example. You want to run wherever that guy is going.
It really is. It's and they both work. They can both work, but this one is probably a little funner to watch. And I imagine from a player's perspective, a little funner to be a part of, where you're not living in fear of the quarterback. You're feeling like you want to succeed for the quarterback.
Do you have a favorite Baker Mayfield video on or off the field?
Yes. I mean, probably his dance video is pretty damn good. Yeah.
Dude,
That's a good one, yeah.
I don't know what's that dance. Do you know what that dance is called?
What is that, Diz?
We're asking because he dances.
No, we're asking because you're darker than we are.
No, but
you have to know.
He's a dance pro.
No.
Oh, it's not the shimmy, the shake, the Dougie,
the gritty,
some variation of it.
No.
The man's got magic in his hips,
Yeah.
and that probably is why it translates.
My favorite video, I don't know if it was when he was on the Browns or when it was in his college years. It's when he was at the line, and the line does the thing where they kind of roll and flip over each other.
Oh, yeah,
And
yeah.
he goes, real cute, guys, or something like that. Like, that was my favorite thing, where he's just, like, likes to talk trash.
What, not to bring up something not good while he's just absolutely killing it, but he had, like, a controversy. He, like, ran from the cops or something back in school.
Oh,
was that
doesn't count?
Is that a thing?
Oh, no.
Hold on. Now I'm saying it. I would be really sad if I just made something up about Baker
Mayfield run from cops.
Cops College.
Baker Mayfield.
Some variation of it. Oh, yeah. Sooners quarterback Baker Mayfield tackled by police. According to police report, officers were called to investigate an assault and battery. The responding officer stated that Mayfield was yelling and gesturing towards the officers. When told to stop, he began to run. He was ultimately tackled and thrown against a wall by an officer. He was charged with public intoxication, disorderly conduct, resisting arrest, and fleeing. That's my guy, baby.
Oh, you ready for this? This is also your guy. Police were responding to a report of an assault and battery when they encountered Mayfield, who appeared intoxicated, was covered in food, and had a slur.
It's my guy.
That's a Florida man right there. If that's not a Tampa bro, I don't know. I don't know what is. I can't imagine what it's like to see your whole career feeling like it's gone and then be back, not just back, but back at the highest level possible. That's got to be pretty damn cool.
That redemption has to feel amazing to feel cast aside, because look how many NFL players just flame out. You get a try with the Browns, you brief stint with the Rams and the Panthers, and then boom, you flame out. The Bucs took a chance on this kid, and look what it's doing so far.
You mentioned Tom Brady, and yesterday I was, up in my feelings and sharing, my thoughts on the fact that the Saudi Arabian princes and whoever's running the show over there have been able to pull WrestleMania and the Royal Rumble from America to be hosted in Saudi Arabia. And it's funny because we were even talking at that point, they can kind of buy anybody. And Tom Brady had been teasing this announcement. He said he'd been working on it for a while. Tom Brady will return to competitive football, sort of, kind of. The 7-time Super Bowl winning quarterback announced on Monday as the headliner for a new flag football event featuring both active and retired NFL players that will take place March 21st, 2026 in Saudi Arabia. The Gronk is going to be involved. I saw Saquon was going to be involved. I don't know what the line is of people being bothered by it. And I heard you guys talking about it with JP earlier about, will people, does any of it matter? Will people still watch this because of who's involved with it? We can go all day, it's blood money, all of these different athletes and all these people taking money from Saudi Arabia. But if we go to our TVs and watch it, the opinions mean ultimately nothing at the end of the day.
Correct. And people will watch because it's Tom Brady throwing a football again.
I'm trying to see Sauce Gardner, CeeDee Lamb, Saquon Barkley, Myles Garrett, Tyreek Hill, Brock Bowers, Max Crosby have all been announced as players. The Saudi Arabia-backed event is co-organized by Turki Al-Shaqi, the chairman of the country's General Entertainment Authority, and is the latest piece of sports real estate bearing the imprint of the 44-year-old. And it's just interesting. He still clearly has the drive to play, and it probably took, I would love to know if we'll ever find out what the dollar amount was.
I don't know, but the losing team probably gets beheaded after the game is over.
I would think so.
Probably.
I would think so. And I would think so it's 3 teams. There's only 3 teams. It's a round robin tournament.
All right.
And how much, so you're going to play a handful of games. Is that $5 million? Is that $10 million? Is that a number that we can't even fathom to get Tom Brady out of quote unquote retirement to go possibly get hurt in Saudi Arabia?
That kind of Saudi royalty money is, I think, beyond what we can imagine. They pay what, $1 billion to have Beyonce come over and sing at a quinceañera, whatever they have over there.
And there's almost something flattering about it to a certain extent because they clearly love American culture and American sports, and they want to do everything to take it from us and have it be hosted in their but I just don't know. It's just for them. I don't know that you're going to get the average person to go to Saudi Arabia for a WrestleMania or a flag football. It's not, hey, we're going to do it here because we're looking to boost our tourism dollars, and we got all these tourist flow, and we got all these people, come see us. It just feels like they want it for themselves. Like that's the ultimate goal is to entertain their people, not to bring Americans. And I'm not interested personally.
Same, and they just want to get a little piece of America, like you said, so they can show it to their people, not ours.
Not ours. This was a very interesting article and not shocking at all. And we could list off a million different reasons, from shootings to bullying to teachers having sex with their students and everything in between. But Florida public schools are experiencing one of the steepest drop-offs in enrollment in history, with Hillsborough County alone losing 7,000 students since last year. A major driver of the decline is the surge in homeschooling. More parents are homeschooling their kids than ever before, which I absolutely get. I look at it through a paranoid mind anyways, but knowing everything that's going on in the world, whether it be just the human element or the worst case scenario, sending your kids out amongst these children that you don't know how they were raised or what their parents believe, to the teachers who may have ulterior motives, it feels like such a stress to put on yourself to send your kid off every single day.
It does, but you learn so many vital social skills in school. And yes, there are those poisonous downsides of social media and bullying and whatnot, but like to be forced to get along with people and work for a common goal like projects, I think you have to do it.
Yeah. There is something to that, definitely. And growing up, I remember there would be homeschool kids around. And I don't want to say that they were like picked on or anything like that, but they definitely came off a certain way and they were less comfortable probably around people at least first. So I'm sure that the people that are doing it right, there are things you can do to socialize your kid and have them out there. Homeschooling in Florida has jumped almost 50% in 5 years. There are 155,000 students being homeschooled in the state of Florida. Families cite flexibility and reduced stress as key reasons for opting out of traditional classrooms.
After COVID, a lot of people got those jobs that just had them stuck at home. So I guess they figured, why not just get a couple things the kids can work on? I can keep an eye on them, and I'm saving extra money for uniforms or whatever school extracurricular activities they want to do.
I wonder how hard it is. If you worked a fairly semi-demanding job, but you were homeschooling your kid. Like, can you just, they're not a toddler or if they're above 8 years old, can you do that? Can you be like, here's your lesson plan, go in the other room and do it, and mommy's going to be working?
It's a great question. So I have a little bit of experience because Sarah her daughter was doing Florida virtual school.
Because of COVID and stuff.
Well, yeah, and because of her studies, she just was easily distracted in school, so she was doing it at home. She can't handle the math part of it. Sarah's like pulling her hair out, so she's putting her back in school because she needs that teacher there to teach the stuff,
That's the other thing, too. I know nothing about homeschooling, but for things, it's like a joke or a meme that parents often don't, know their kids' math homework and things like that. So you need to have some other tool in your belt to be able to properly teach your kid, especially as they get a little bit older, because, I would struggle to teach a fourth grader math if I had to.
With Nicole's youngest, it's easy. It's like how much blocks are in here, and you have to count. Obviously, simple addition, subtraction. What makes it hard with her eldest, and I'm sure you could relate to this when you had to do with Xander. It's they change the way you do the rules or whatever. Like, it's like we learned it this way, but now they're showing it a different way to do it. Like,
and you have to solve it the way they tell you,
because you have to show your work. Right? And it's like, well, I don't know how to do it that way, and they're like, well, that's the way we have to do it. I go, well, go ask your mom, because I can't. I'm not learning that for you to help. Like,
dude, and
I'll
that is
teach you my way.
bananas.
Yeah.
Like, as long as I get to the end result and the answer is right, who cares how I got there? But I remember like arguing with Xander. I'm like, no, this is the right answer. He's like, I know, but they want us to do it this way. Like, well, that's stupid.
Like, I feel like it was like long division with remainders and stuff.
Yes.
That's not how I was taught. I go, well, that's how you're supposed to do it. And she goes, that's how I was taught. I go,
dude,
well, figure it out.
Remember when you could just put R for the remainder? You could divide it and just go, oh, the R is 42. Now you got a decimal here, fraction here. Oh, long division.
It's the worst.
You guys are saying things I don't even understand. Dude, if I will never be able to properly communicate with anyone ever how bad at math I am.
9 times 8.
Like it was a 72.
You're great.
That's the trick.
I can do simple. I can do simple multiplication, and that would be where it ends.
4 times 9.
36.
Yeah, see, you're great at math,
I can
dude.
do, that's it. That is where it peaks. That is truly where it peaks. I had to, when I tried to go to community college, I couldn't get into a regular math class. So I had to do a class that was really like a high school class to make you prepared, and I failed that. I never even made my way through it. When I was in high school, I mean, there's really no way to say this. I was in a class with most other people were challenged in some form or fashion. So I struggled my whole life.
I had to game the system and take statistics and college math instead of algebra so I could hopefully graduate from community college, but college algebra vexed me, so I failed it 3 times.
I had to take tutors with math specifically. I would not ask my dad for help because my dad asking him for help with homework, it was a scary thing to sit down with that guy because when I couldn't get it, it would frustrate him. And I imagine a lot of it was because he learned it this way. Now he's trying to break it down my way. Like it was the whole thing. So I was like, I just will suck at math. I'll do radio.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, have we needed the quadratic equation once since we've been in radio?
Never.
No?
That's why our timing's off. JP probably didn't learn it. You know?
Well, and, it's a funny thing to say now, but the ultimate comeback from teachers was, well, you're not going to have a calculator with you at all times.
Wrong.
Joke's on you because we absolutely do. It feels like, and maybe this ties into the homeschooling just a little bit since we've had a creepy teacher to talk about. A Pennsylvania middle school teacher is facing up to 7 years in prison for allegedly sending nudes to a 14-year-old student while joking about his age in suggestive social media messages. Ashley Autumn Mongol was 30 years old, allegedly demanded the boy make sure their messages were disappearing at one point, saying, "No texting me for 9 years." The Pennsylvania State Police Computer Crimes Unit began investigating the sick teacher last Thursday after receiving a cyber tip from the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children about communications that were going on an account associated with the teacher and one used by the boy. The student told police that he and Mongol had exchanged nude photos over Snapchat after the Attorney General issued a subpoena and police obtained information about the teenager. Mongol told the police that the boy had been in her 8th grade class at the middle school about 50 miles outside of Pittsburgh. She also admitted to sending the boy a fully nude photo, which investigators said was found on the teen's cell phone. The two had exchanged messages on Instagram, Snapchat, via cell phone. She was charged with unlawful contact with a minor, a felony for which she could face up to 7 years in prison. The teacher was also placed on administrative leave as of Friday of last week.
Do you remember when you were younger, anything close to like this type of behavior? Like for me, when I used to work at AMC, we had a manager that absolutely used to tell me, when you turn 21, you're all mine, and da-da-da-da, and would make jokes about it, and I would laugh along because, one, she had a fat ass, and two, I thought it was cool. It was like, oh, older lady. Yeah. But, like, that's, like, grooming nowadays.
Oh, it is grooming.
She would give me better shifts, and if she was working, she would make sure I was there with her. She never sent me nudes, but,
there were things, and it is crazy because I do believe when you're kind of living it, and I've shared the story. I got to stop saying it because every time I bring it up, people from my high school listen and know.
Like Miss Johnson.
But there was a lady who was absolutely hooking up with students.
Yeah.
And it happened, and it was, I hate to say it, it was like the running joke. We were all like, dude, like, man, you're the man. You know what I mean? You're the man. When in reality, it's very wrong, and this woman should have probably been locked up. But I think that is the ultimate question. Is it happening at an alarming rate that it seems compared to back then, or because of social media, because of the paper trail, because of all of these different ways they're being caught, it's just more likely that we will eventually find out about it?
I think it's happening more because of social media as well. Like back in the day, how could a teacher get in touch with you? They couldn't.
Yeah.
They can you stay after class? Hey, clap these erasers, But now, let me find this kid on Instagram. Let me find this kid on Snapchat. So it makes it easier for them to hook up.
Yeah, and it's. I don't think you were in here when we were talking about it, but somebody had posed the question about, for a high school kid, is it automatically out of bounds if a teacher follows a kid on social media and or throws him a friend request on Facebook?
Yes.
Like, is that automatically crossing the line? Because I don't know for a fact. I would bet you that is commonplace for a lot of people, unless the school, handbook comes out against it.
I think that it is against policy in most school districts, and I think it is absolutely automatically out of bounds. There's a system in place, at least in Hillsborough County, where they have a program where the teacher can email the student or the parent or both. There's no need for them to be connected on social media at all.
Yeah, and it goes back to, there are so many examples of like the cell phones in school and parents go, well, I need to be in touch with my baby. Like we did it. Like, you don't need to wonder what could happen because we already lived it and everybody was fine. When you talk about a teacher being needing to be connected to a student in a closer way, or a student having to have a phone all of the time, like, we did it. Like everything was okay. You don't have to have a direct line of communication. And it's funny because, like, think about literally if you were to get a nude photo from a teacher in 1995. That would have been a photo taken on a physical camera, taken to the pharmacy, developed, put in an envelope, and then delivered, compared to now, instantaneous, boom, there it is. You have it right now. It's like the path to get to these naughty, bad places used to be so much harder. And chalk that up for another L for social media.
We definitely had cool teachers and like teachers like you feel could do no wrong. But I think if we grew up in the age of social media and there was people I knew that were like, oh, I follow so-and-so teacher, I go, that's weird. Like that would be still, I feel like the mindset I would have. Like you're too close to that teacher now.
Yeah, and a lot of kids probably are. We had some cool ones. We had and I wish I could talk to the girls from back then, but we had a guy teacher who, on multiple occasions, bonfires were a big thing up north, and he would show up to the bonfire parties, and he always brought multiple bottles of Bacardi Raz.
That's weird.
And he would sit around the fire, and we would pass the bottles around, and at the moment, we're like, dude, this guy's cool. And I look at that now, and I go, this dude was probably having sex with some of my fellow female classmates.
Oh, most definitely.
I mean, why? I mean, it's a weird thing to say, but why else would he be there?
There's no reason.
Like to
conversation,
to just be cool, like to be. And he was young. He had cool hairdo. Like I remember being in his class, and the first time we met him, going, "This guy is cool. Like this guy he's one of us." And that is never the vibe that you should be looking to put out with your students. Is they're one of us.
The laundry list of things that the teachers do that are wrong is so long, but trusting that no high school boy is going to tell all of his friends that he's banging you. Like, when you send him a nude, he's probably with his buddies, and of course he's going to go, dude, Mrs. Goldfarb.
I mean,
that's her bush.
The smell your finger element of men runs deep in the DNA. And that's another reason why it's so shocking. Still shocking after all of these years, because they clearly have not thought it out at all. So is the horniness so strong for these young boys that they can't help themselves? The other, theory we've thrown out there, some of these younger teachers, it almost is because they're in the mix at school, they get caught up in it. Yeah. They see the queen bee girl who's running the show, the prom queen, and they go, "Well, that bitch, I could get him. I could get this man.
I could get him." Yeah.
I don't know what it is. Probably a little bit of everything, but there definitely is something to the female teacher epidemic that seems to have been cranking up more and more. And again, that ties into the homeschooling thing. I don't think most parents make that connection. And I always say that, like, of the 10 things you think of when you send your kid off to school every day that you worry about, I don't know that, especially with a boy, you go, well, I'm really worried that a female teacher might try to hook up with him or groom him or send him nudes or something. And I think it probably needs to be somewhere on the list.
I think majority is definitely kind of what you were saying is, these are probably guys that maybe they didn't give them the time and day when they were in high school. And now, since this guy looks a lot like that guy, they go, I can get him.
There's something. There's absolutely something to that, I think.
Why am I picturing two dudes talking and one going, "Hey, what's wrong, man? Oh, man, my kid just got in trouble for banging his teacher. Oh, what's wrong with that? Well, he's homeschooled."
Yeah. Now that is the ultimate cross section of the two. Hopefully, no stories of that happening. Let's step aside for a moment. When I come back, I've got some lighter things. There was a Land O'Lakes gator encounter. Did it have a good ending or a bad ending? I'll tell you next. And a crime out of China. I feel like we don't ever hear about crimes in China. China. This is kids who got into some trouble, did something very gross, and I'll be interested in your thoughts on the punishment for these Chinese young men. We'll do that and a bunch more coming up next with more John's Joints Bubble Down Car Wash. The greatest car wash in the whole wide world. Dude, can I pause it for 2 seconds?
Of
Because this
course.
just popped in my head. Did you see those videos from a couple weeks back of the Blues Traveler show where John Popper had to cancel so the other bands that were on the bill filled in for John Popper?
No.
And one of the guys that filled in was the lead singer of the Spin Doctors. Dude, I'm gonna see if I can't find it immediately. I've got to find the videos because, dude, they literally. The dude from Spin Doctors came up and performed the set for Blues Traveler. He's got a piece of paper. He's like reading the lyrics from a piece of paper.
Oh, wow.
It is the most bizarre. They gave everybody their money back and they tried to do the right thing. I'm going to try and find the audio of the Spin Doctors guy. Oh, I might have it. Stand by. When I played the Spin Doctors, I wasn't thinking of it, but here is the dude from Spin Doctors. I have no idea of that moment when the band you waited years to see brings out a sub and you realize that you paid to see a sad karaoke night.
Oh.
I think there was an effort in there. That actually wasn't the worst clip that I saw, but when I first saw it, I thought of you.
Thank you.
I would say just cancel the show.
Yeah.
No need to. I think that ends up leading to clickbait and people posting bad videos and making people look bad that we're just trying to help.
But really, is there that much difference between Spin Doctors and Blues Traveler?
I mean, no, not at all. I think it's just he clearly didn't know the songs.
Right.
Like I think it's
you
could try your best. Well, you got deep cuts, you got all sorts of stuff.
Yeah.
Sorry, brain fart, side bubble down car wash, the greatest car wash in the whole wide world. Long wash tunnels, spacious vacuums, and that amazing staff that loves to take care of every little detail. They've got that unlimited membership plan where you can go through as many times as you need to ensure that your vehicle is clean all the time. You just cleaned it and then you go out, a rainstorm happens. I went through a bunch of bird poo. I hit a bunch of bugs. I went through a mud puddle. Go right back through with locations in Tampa, Brandon, Riverview, Wesley Chapel, Palm Harbor with their newest location that just opened a few weeks ago in Spring Hill. Make your way to your local Bubble Down today. You will have the cleanest car in town every time you bubble down.
You're listening to Senning Show on 102.5 The Bone. Football is back, and so is the Mike Calta Bud Light Tailgate Party. Let's go, Tampa Bay. Come out and get primed at the Mike Calta Show Bud Light Tailgate Party. The tailgate this week starts Sunday at 10 a.m. Enjoy the best football food you'll ever put in your face, courtesy of Wild Fork Meat and Seafood Market and the Brisket Shop. Then wash it all down with some ice-cold Bud Light. And here's the best part. It's all absolutely free. Football, Bud Light, Wild Fork, the Brisket Shop, Mike Calta, and The Bone. What a great time to be alive as The Bone tailgates live right across from Ray J. Sunday, it's the Mike Calta Show Bud Light Tailgate Party. Brought to you by Bud Light, the Mike Calta Show, and 102.5 The Bone. For all the info and how to get in for free, just visit theboneonline.com and keep listening to win your way in right here on 102.5 The Bone. Now, a Bone traffic update from the Farah and Farah Personal Injury Attorneys Traffic Center.
We had an earlier incident northbound 275 in Pinellas that looks to have been cleared, but you still have some stop-and-go congestion between 30th Avenue and 375 for the time being. In Hillsborough, a crash and a minor backup Bush Boulevard eastbound near Twin Lakes Boulevard. 301, a little more moderate delay here. Earlier crash southbound approaching Bloomingdale Avenue, back around I-75. Fairly standard delays otherwise as we begin your afternoon drive. This is Eric in the Farah and Farah Traffic Center.
A man hit on his way to work filed a $10,000 claim. Denied. After 5 surgeries, Farah and Farah fought for him and won a $2.2 million verdict. Let him cook, Tampa.
For over 30 years, Fence Outlet has been here to help you create an outdoor oasis where memories are made and dreams come alive. Let Fence Outlet partner with you to turn your backyard into your favorite destination. Go to fenceoutlet.com today to schedule your free professional estimate. License number C10252 and C10803.
Tampa Bay, your #1 Chevy dealer is charging ahead at Furman Chevrolet Brandon. The future is electric with the 2025 Blazer EV, Equinox Equinox EV and Silverado EV. But hurry, the $7,500 federal EV tax credit ends September 30th. And right now, well-qualified buyers get 0% APR financing when you finance with GM Financial. Chevy drives America, and Furman Chevy Brandon drives Tampa Bay. Come see us on Adamo Drive in Brandon or shop online at FurmanChevy.com. Furman Chevy Brandon. Together, let's drive.
The wait is over. 4 superstars back on The Voice, including the one and only Snoop Dogg.
My ears are anxious to hear and feel what they have to bring.
2-time winning coaches Michael Bublé and Niall Horan.
Oh, it's good to be back. This is my dream come true.
And the queen herself, Reba McEntire.
I get to tell them what to do like a big sister.
Whose team are you on?
Now the party can start. Yeehaw!
The Voice returns Monday on NBC.
I don't know about you, but I'm pretty sick and tired about the weather knocking out power or even worse, damaging appliances. Call Climate Design Home Services at 727-295-1572 or visit climatedesign.com. Not only can Climate Design protect your appliances and home's electrical system with a whole home surge protector, but they can also install standby generators. Climate Design Home Services is your go-to home services provider when it comes to storm preparation. Don't risk your power and your valuable appliances during this year's storm season. Give Climate Design Home Services a call today and get the electrical protection that your home needs. Again, it's 727-295-1572 or climatedesign.com, 727-295-1572 or climatedesign.com.
At Racetrack, you'll find everything you need to get through the day ahead.
The morning hits hard when you get up early. You're obviously tired and looking surly.
Grab some made-in-store breakfast, freshly ground coffee, ice-cold drinks, delicious hot food, and snacks all in one stop.
The day is long and can feel like a grind, but you'll get fully stocked and everything will be fine.
Racetrack is here to keep you going.
An all-day haul to get you.
Racetrack, whatever gets you going.
If you want your windows there in weeks, pick up the phone and just text Reese.
Win $25,000 in new impact windows from Reese Windows. Pick up your phone and text the word TRUST right now to 20129. That's TRUST to 20129.
Game-changing deals are always in season at Jerry O. Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Shop over 1,000 vehicles in stock during the Great American Tailgate events. Get invoice pricing with no market adjustments or hidden fees. You pay what we pay, like 0 down, 0% APR, and no payments for 1 year. Plus, get up to $20,000 off new Ram 1500s. Hurry in today during the drive-in to fall event at the #1 Ram dealer in the U.S., Jerry Ohm. Tampa is Ohm Country. Online at jerryohm.com. Call 1-800-840-0798 for complete details.
Can you believe it is week 3 in the NFL already, and nothing makes betting on football more exciting than a wager at Hard Rock Bet? It's so simple to use. Go online to the Hard Rock Bet app, and while you're there, you could check out the Stats Hub. Not sure what to do on your bet, who to score for yards? Check out the Stats Hub for all your information. Plus, sign up today and bet $5 on any game, and if it wins, you get $150 in bonus bets. A winning bet plus a boosted bankroll. Download it now or simply go to hardrock.bet. Offered by the Seminole Tribal Florida. Must be 21 plus, physically present in Florida. To wager terms and conditions apply. Concerned about gambling? Call 888-ADMIT-IT.
You've got the skills and the experience. Now it's time to get the license. Chemtech School of Construction helps tradesmen like you pass Florida's contractor exam the first time. Learn more. Attend a free seminar tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Embassy Suites USF, 3705 Spectrum Boulevard in Tampa. 1-800-875-PASS. Get legal. Get licensed. ChemTechSchool.com.
While retinitis pigmentosa takes Mark's vision, his family gives him hope, whether at the family business or at home with his wife and sons. He knows he's not fighting alone. For 50 years, the Foundation Fighting Blindness has funded research into treatments and cures for blinding retinal diseases, providing hope to people with vision loss. And for Mark, winning the fight means being there for his family. The Foundation Fighting Blindness. Together, we're winning. Help us end blinding diseases at fightingblindness.org.
Life insurance. Why are you putting it off? Can't afford it? Too much hassle? Think you don't need it? There's lots of excuses for putting off life insurance. But if you weren't there, who would pay the mortgage and other bills? With Ethos, you could be covered in 10 minutes and boom, family protected. Ethos, fast and easy online term life insurance. Up to $2 million in coverage with no medical exam. Some policies as low as $1 a day. Answer a few health questions and get your free quote at ethos.com/term. That's ethos.com/term.
Get to Cherry-owned Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram, 2966 Northdale Mabry, this Saturday from 2 to 4 p.m. Meet up with the Mike O Radio Show broadcasting live and win passes to the Mike Calta Bud Light Tailgate on Sunday and win tickets to Sunday's home game and more. It all goes down Saturday, 2 to 4 p.m. with 102.5 The Bone.
Involved in a car accident? We understand the pressure you're under. Call Farah and Farah, Tampa.
Now, a weather update from the Sun Toyota Weather Center.
I'm Fox 13 Chief Meteorologist Paul Delegato. Skies becoming mostly clear tonight. Nice night. Low temperatures bottoming out in the mid-70s. More moisture in the atmosphere tomorrow, so showers and thunder showers developing after 1, 2 o'clock. We'll see high temperatures upper 80s to near 90.
Now, back to Real Raw Radio. Sponsored by Anajar and Levine, accident attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Now, back to Senning Show with your host, John Senning.
Welcome back to Senning Show. If you haven't made your plans already and you want to make an appearance at the tailgate on Sunday, get out to the brisket shop 12 to 2. I'll be broadcasting live with Gio. Tailgate passes every 15 minutes. Very proud that Wild Fork will now be the food served by Danny and the crew from the brisket shop at all the tailgates all season long. And you can come get your passes this Saturday from 12 to 2 at the brisket shop in Tampa.
Dizzy, how's it feel that your boy's doing radio with Gio?
Oh, that's fine with me.
That's how it starts.
Then he's on to the next one.
You let him get a sniff of somebody else's flowers. Starts building a new garden center. I lost him to you. You're going to lose him to Joe.
We're obviously bridging the gap between Senning Show and the Mike Calta Show because it's the Mike Calta tailgate. So Gio will be joining me. It is really funny. I can't wait for you to see it. So
bridging the gap. He didn't ask me to join.
No. Gap's still there, pal. No bridge for you.
This is how it happens. This is how it happens. He sows a little seed of dissension. But they made like little social media flyer things, and I said, Gio, they want to put your picture on this. Do you have a picture? And he said no. So I started perusing the internet, and there's a picture. I don't know where the hell it came from, and it's Gio dressed as a genie. So that's the picture that I grabbed that will be featured in the photos. I said, if you don't have anything, this is what I'm using.
I've done 3 or 4 events, not a photo on it. Gio gets first one on.
See? I hope you're happy. I hope you're happy, Drew Garabo. You did what you wanted to do.
Excellent.
What were you going to say?
I was just going to ask you if I told you who is performing in studio this Friday on our show.
No.
Reese Brothers.
Oh, that's exciting.
Really?
They've got that. When is that show with Nick Hexum? It's coming to Janice very soon.
Yeah, it is. I think it's the weekend that I'm gone, like October 3rd or October 4th. And but they're coming in to promote it. And they're going to bring some guitars.
Those guys are super. They're super talented.
Yeah.
And I think they do a lot of other stuff, like writing with other people and performing with other people. Well, that's going to be exciting. What time?
Yeah. They're going to be right at the beginning of the show, so we're going to set it up. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
All the events I used to do with the promo, they used to be like the openers at like Ruth Eckerd and stuff like that. And
they're very connected.
Yeah, and their family, they're all involved. So the mom and the dad I got close to because they're like the managers and stuff, right?
They're good kids too, and they can sing their ass off.
That connection with 311 and Nick Hexum, that's huge.
He may be calling in.
That's fun.
Nick Hexum,
That's fun.
Yeah.
I don't have it as a joint. I don't want to get into the nitty gritty of it, but I did want to share something interesting that I saw last night. So there's a story out of the Villages about a fight that broke out amongst old people at a Charlie Kirk memorial thing, which is crazy but not very shocking. Dude, last night, tell me this cannot be a coincidence. We go to the restaurant and
Park Shore Grill?
Well, yeah, we walk in and there's a guy immediately, and I was in a Bucks gear and everybody else is in Bucks gear, and he goes, "Did the Bucks win?" And I kind of look at him like, "Oh no, they played a little bit." Dude, this guy, old man, probably over 80 years old. Could be the coincidences of all coincidences. And I looked at it 15 times, and I even looked it up on my phone to make sure that it was true. He was wearing the shirt that the Charlie Kirk shooter was wearing.
What?
That God Bless America shirt with the exact shirt this old ass man was wearing. And I thought it could be a coincidence of coincidences. And it's also crazy to think that this man went and sought out this shirt in the span of a week. but he had it on. He absolutely 100% certain he had it on.
Did you?
No, I didn't poke around or say anything.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I mean, how do you?
No, because after I walked away, I went, is that the shirt? And then I went back and looked at it again, and then I Googled the shirt, and I thought, that is definitely the shirt. And it, again, could have been a coincidence. Could have also been a passionate man who sought out that shirt in less than 7 days and bought it online, or maybe they were selling it at a pop-up market in St. Pete. I'm not really sure, but I couldn't believe it. I mean, the dude was so old.
Has there been a Saturday morning market in St. Pete since the shooting?
Probably.
Yeah,
I mean, there's
the
always
day.
something. There's always something popping up there, a night market, a day market, any version of it. Real quick, I wanted to run through this list that Diz sent me, because I feel like all of the things on this list are things that at some point were near and dear to Drew Garabo's heart. Very, very kind of 80s centric. The list reads gimmick products that somehow became collectibles. And I feel like you've probably collected and or had these in your possession, and I'm going to rapid fire.
All right.
Matchbox cars.
Absolutely.
Pez dispensers.
Tons of them.
Tonka mini trucks.
Yep.
Star Trek figures.
No.
Slime.
Loved slime. It came in a garbage can like Oscar the Grouch did when you got excited.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah. Oh, dude. Green goop. Oh.
This thing they have is like a little alien creature that when you squeeze him, the slime oozes out. The Magic 8 Ball.
Wait, can I just go back? Does it come out of his nose?
It
like
comes out of his eyes and his nose and his ears and his all holes.
Okay, because we had the Slime Monster game. It was a board game, and you'd put slime in the slime monster's head, and he would drip like slime boogies on the board, and you had to avoid them.
I forget who. I think I was listening to a podcast or something, and they were talking about the phenomenon that the 80s were ooze and slime heavy. Like lots of different movies and even. Wait, were we talking about it? Because I remember somebody brought up Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles had an ooze element to them, and there's just ooze and slime really popped in the 80s.
Late 80s to early 90s, they call it the goo era.
Magic 8 Ball, classic.
Yes.
Light Bright.
Yep.
You're going to lose those little things.
Yeah.
Cabbage Patch Kids.
Of course.
Micro machines.
Yeah, little tiny like trucks and stuff like that.
Rubik's Cube, of course.
Tons of them.
My Buddy dolls.
My Buddy. By the way, Rubik's Cube, Rubik's Snake, Rubik's Pyramid, and then Rubik's Revenge. 4 rows on each side.
Could you do it? Have you been able to do them all?
No, I can't solve Rubik's Cube.
That's one of those things. You see those guys that we've talked about in the past, like they do it in like 2.2 seconds.
Yeah.
That feels fake. Like that can't. How can so many people not even compute in their mind how you could possibly do it? And then you have another sect of people that can do it in less than 5 seconds.
We had a guy in his name was Tony, and he had like Tourette's, and it would help him messing with the Rubik's Cube. His tick wouldn't show. And he said it's just math. You just turn it like 3 different ways, and if you do it quickly enough, you'll solve it immediately. Because it's just math.
You're programmed to do that or you're not. I'm not programmed to do that, but like I can say the alphabet backwards faster than I can say it forwards, and I know all 50 states in alphabetical order.
We
all have our skills.
I was going to say, you have another set of skills.
Thank you.
I have a very unique, particular set of skills.
And it's not sucking in Naked Gun movies.
It's a hell of a movie. Can't wait for the sequel to the sequel. Star Wars action figures.
Tons.
This was actually more maybe from the later era. Creepy crawlers, where you would make the little molds of the things.
In your oven.
Dude, this was an OG right here. The Viewmaster reels.
Dude. Talking Viewmaster was a game changer, because first you just had the one with the red that you could look at, but then a talking one came out with a speaker, and it was, if you visit Orlando, Florida, you could go to Walt Disney World.
It was like a documentary.
Yeah.
I thought this was from like the mid to late 90s, but I guess it was older. Stretch Armstrong.
Oh, he was from the early 80s, if not late 70s. Tell you what, kids, don't cut him open. It doesn't taste good.
Everyone stretched him as far as he could go, right?
You got to.
Of course.
Dude, I stretched him out so good.
Yeah,
sometimes I'd have my brother hold him down while I stretched him out.
Stretch him out together.
Dude, there was nothing better than having a group of your friends come over and see how much you could stretch out Stretch Armstrong.
On the stretching on Stretch Armstrong.
Oh, dude.
Oh, man.
A group stretch.
I was the king stretch, they called me, because I would stretch him out so big.
I always wanted to take one car and slam Stretch's hand in one car, and then another car going the other way and stretch, and just have him take off just to see if he was disemboweled.
This feels like something maybe you might know about, Drew, that I don't know. The wacky wall walkers.
Yeah. Oh, dude, you little octopi that are sticky, and you throw them at the wall, and they go bloop, bloop, bloop.
Yep. The Garbage Pail Kids.
Of course, it was Cabbage Patch Kids' bastard cousins.
Cards.
Yeah.
So you would, gross, hilarious, and slightly rebellious. These cards became highly sought after. This is clear. I would
like pubic lice patty. You know?
This guy's got I don't know if I'd call it ooze, but he's got something oozing out of his face, actually.
Oh, yeah.
Another ooze.
Ooze face Oliver.
This feels like it should be number one. Well, I guess not, just from a stupidity standpoint. The Pog.
Oh, yeah.
Which was something so stupid that for a moment in time took over pop culture.
Why didn't it take off like Pokemon cards and stuff like that?
Were they milk caps? Is that what they were? It was like a cap, like the bottom of a milk cap.
They weren't functional.
No.
Yeah.
But they were just, and there really was a game.
Slammer. Yeah, you'd have a slammer.
And then you had to slam it, and then you were supposed to trade them and mix them up. And
So the Pogs came, one side said Pogs, and the other said whatever
it was, yeah.
The slammers, you would throw it down, and if it flipped over from the Pog side to whatever was showing, you get that Pog. That's how you were supposed to play it.
Simpsons Pog line in 3. 1, 2, 3. Alf is back. In Pog form.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
John, why didn't you join?
Yeah,
Dude,
man.
I love it.
I thought you were Simpsons, bro.
No, I'm not, man. Me and Gio don't like that. Dude, number one, and it's you had to be there, I guess. The Pet Rock.
Was that a real thing?
I think
it had to be, right?
That was like the generation before me, and I think there's just no way that was a thing.
It seems like it was a thing, and that people held it, and it was a real thing, at least.
No Nerf?
For a moment. No Nerf. I think a Nerf was too cool. Like, these are things I think that don't on the surface seem cool, that became phenomenons.
Okay.
Man, I have this story that I want to bring up. So I just remembered it, but we're up against it. I still got to bring it up. Dude, have you guys seen this guy who claims to have taken a piece of a meteorite and he's holding it and it's growing into something?
What?
This is all over the internet. This story specifically is from Daily Mail, but I've been seeing it everywhere. A man claims to have found an alien-like species within a meteorite, causing a stir online. The individual, who identifies himself as Kin online, said he discovered a small silver-colored space rock in a crater in Panama at the end of August. Since then, he's been sharing a series of videos on TikTok showing what he described as the meteorite burning leaves on contact and an unruly tentacled organism sprouting from within. A week after his initial post, he claimed the crater shines at night, sharing footage of the dark, glowing object mysteriously growing tentacles. Subsequent videos appeared to show a mass of oily tentacle-like growth spreading rapidly from the rock. The videos have gone viral, with some claiming it's an alien growing. Others obviously believe it's a hoax. That metallic sheen, he says, smells like paint, and that it is growing every day. Said the tentacle-covered specimen now must be kept inside a large safe, but some doubted the story, claiming the organism is a common plant and that the meteor scene was staged.
Oh, I hope it's staged.
I hope it, dude. It looks so weird, man. It looks so... Dude,
hey, wasn't that a Daily Mail Plus art? Are you paying for Plus?
No.
Because I tried to click. I felt like I tried to click on that on Daily Mail, and it was one of the Plus. They're ripping us off.
It's going to be all paid soon. Yeah. No, it had been on my mind, and I had forgot about it, so I didn't have it. So I just Googled alien meteorite, and the first story that came up was Daily Mail, no Plus.
Remind me to email them and just tell them we use a lot of their stories on the radio.
Give it to us.
Give us that plus.
Give us the
the
plus. And I'm just going to give you the tagline real quick. I don't hear about Chinese crime a lot, or what you get in trouble for in China. A pair of teenagers filmed themselves as an online joke going wee into a hot pot broth at a restaurant in Hong Kong.
Ooh.
Two 17-year-olds. It's a I don't think they got any jail time, but what do you think the money fine would be for two teenagers peeing in a hot pot in China?
So American dollars or yen?
It is in American dollars, this number.
Fine for peeing in a hot pot. I know they're allowed to go in soft drinks because I know they make pee-pee in your Coke.
That is true.
Over there. I'm going to go $5,000, John.
$300,000 in damages for two 17-year-olds. We don't hear about a lot of crime in China. Is that because it's just never sexy enough to make its way over here, or are they just not committing crimes on each other?
No, I think their crime. They are so tough on crime that the people they're
scared because they'll like kill you right where you stand.
I feel like they're so populated they can't keep track of their crime.
They
just don't report it.
There might be a little bit of that as well. And I'll play the audio more tomorrow. But a Land O'Lakes mummy is very happy after she had to beat off an alligator to save her 4-month-old. 4-month-old puppy.
That's sweet.
Yeah, which she was walking right near a creek, and I mean, it's if you get near a body of water with a little puppy, somebody's going to want to eat it.
They do have a problem in China with peeking into people's windows.
Peeking.
Peking.
Don't go anywhere. Drew Garabo Live is coming up next. He's got your next chance at $1,000 coming up at 5 o'clock in the best afternoon entertainment you're going to find on planet Earth. So keep it locked to 102.5 The Bone. But before we do that, let's tell them about our good buddy, Jeff Borum.
Jeff Borum's the dude who's going to get you the most amount of money for your home, and he is going to make finding a new home the easiest and most pleasant process possible. How? Just listen to my buddy, John Senning.
You know, there are so many different things that can lead you to have to buy or sell a home. Maybe you got a new job. You didn't know you'd have to move, and now you're under a tight deadline. That can be a little bit stressful. God forbid you had to get a divorce and you got to sell your home and buy 2 new homes. Whatever has brought you into the real estate market, whether it's buying or selling, let Jeff Borum and his team take away all the stress and all the guesswork. They've got that masterful marketing machine that if you're selling, they might have a buyer for your home before you even know it. Whatever you got going on in the world of real estate, the answer is Team Borum.
Team Borum, powered by eXp Realty. With Jeff, you've got options. He can buy your home, sell your home, rent your home, and there's no risk. They'll let you out of the contract at any time. Google him right now, and you might be packing tonight. BORHAM for Jeff Borum.
Senning Show will be back live tomorrow at 1 p.m. Thank you, Dizzy. Thank you to everybody who participated. Shout out to everyone who was watching live. Go follow at Radio Danielle if you want more of the horny photo release. She said if she gets 1,000 followers today, she'll drop an unseen pic from the photo shoot at Radio Danielle. Throw her a follow. And
is that true?
Yep, that is absolutely true.
Oh, I'm throwing.
We can all we got to unfollow and then refollow. We can all goon out together, I think, as the kids say. Don't go anywhere. Drew Garabo Live coming up next.
You're listening to Senning Show on 102.5 The Bone. We are Real Raw Radio. 102.5 The Bone. Not just one team, but a bunch of them, all in one spot. It's NFL football right here on 102.5 The Bone. Real Raw Radio. Now, a Bone traffic update from the Farah and Farah Personal Injury Attorneys Traffic Center.
Looks like right lane blockage 275 north of Pinellas, a disabled vehicle. This is beyond 22nd Avenue North. Stop and go traffic is now beyond 175. Give yourself about 15 minutes. Some road work and a delay, just under 10 minutes. Bay Pines Boulevard eastbound as you head toward Park Street. Back stop and go to 100th Way North. In Hillsborough, northbound Del Mabry has a wreck at Dr. King back to Tampa Bay Boulevard. And eastbound I-4 northeast, really. A crash approaching Dr. King. Back stop and go to the Selma Connector, congesting that as well. Still that earlier wreck 301 south approaching Bloomingdale Avenue back to 75. This is Eric with traffic.
Save time and money with mobile service at Jerry Ohm Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. They come to you and perform on-site simple repairs or routine maintenance. Schedule mobile service with Jerry Ohm today. Online at jerryohm.com. Tampa is Ohm country. See dealer for complete details.
Getting a new fence doesn't need to be a hassle. The pros at Fence Outlet will help you with everything from start to finish, including measurements, ordering materials, dealing with local or